Let me see how that look in here. Alright, I'm gonna change the color one more time.
Yeah, the gray grass looks a little light.
Yeah, I'm gonna change the color.
Let me let Dean know it's
No, is it on? It ain't 6:30.
well, he said to go in at 6 or whatever.
No,
That's what he
6:30.
said.
6:30. Don't put that thing on and yeah.
Well,
Because I'm gonna have the camera all over the place.
it doesn't matter. This is not being the game anyway.
If it's live, people can see it, Gomez.
Just
Right.
say whenever it was ready, put it online so we don't go too
No,
much.
he said 6:30.
It's okay. It's all right. You can leave it on. It's all
I
right.
mean,
It's 6:30.
splitting hairs.
Put it on 6:30.
We took it 15, not even 15 minutes.
Six.
Well, you get people excited if it's on now.
Yeah.
It's only 15 minutes.
No, because if you put it on now, then he gonna say put it on 6 o'clock next week.
No,
And then he gonna say put it on
no,
5:30.
No.
You know?
The only reason we're going on early is in case you have any issues getting on YouTube. You have 15 minminutes there to
And
take
he
it.
just wanted to know that everything was
Get it
good,
correct.
and I said, okay, no problem.
I already texted him, said had the AD up here giving us the Wi-Fi code the whole 9 yards, so we're good to go.
Okay. This monitor is not right. That is what it looks like in my monitor.
That's
in
all
my
right, doesn't
professional-
matter.
No, in my
Doesn't matter.
professional camera. That's why I was saying, wait a minute.
Yeah, the
that don't-
colors.
Yeah, that don't look like that on my camera, and I'm like, okay,
That's only-
that's how it's supposed to look.
That's previewing purposes only. You gotta change the color to whatever.
Oh, brother, I know broadcast because I threw up my color bars on my camera, and I'm like, okay, this is right.
Now, is this going to the way it's going to be when we go live,
This is,
or is it going to be full screen?
for now, it's gonna be like this.
You mean for now, or?
Yeah, I mean, until I can figure out how to do a whole screen. I've been trying to
That's
work
all
on
right,
that.
that's no big deal.
There is one way that I can give a shot, maybe it might do something. But I want to know it's real time.
See, this software is connected to that. So you got to do something different than just have video over there, just video. Because that's part of the interface. Hey, this looks like something you guys need. He needs
What is that?
maybe, I think. Midget players.
No, PA announcer needs it.
Yeah, it won't activate that other screen that I wanted to activate.
What screen?
It's one more screen that I can show in there. I gotta show this. I'm glad this.
That'll get your attention.
Well, yeah, I see the feel in my mind. Yeah, the white balance. Still, we gotta wait till it gets dark.
Text him.
Just
Text him.
what?
This is Mike. Just say,
Just say it.
this is Mike. I think I've been doing this long enough not to tell somebody, for somebody to tell me to white balance a camera.
It's just, he knows we're online, everything is good, we're ready.
That's why I told you not to go online. See, I have reasons. That's the reason why I told you not.
If I tell it show me the dash cam, that doesn't quite work out.
All we need him to do as a producer is tell us errors and if the feed goes down. All that other stuff, no, get out my ear.
What's he say?
Ha ha.
I'll leave it on vibrate just so I can feel if we send something. But normally I just do this. I need flashes so I know somebody's sending something. But I don't need no extra noise in here.
What time is it? I don't want to watch the 25 hours.
Just, yeah, I mean, wait till the last minute. It's cold out there.
Yeah, it's cold like that, man. I'm good. See, this is what I do. I'm real good at camera, so I'll complain, but I'll be the first one out there. Because I don't trust nobody else to shoot.
Except
But
Carlos.
very few, yeah, because I taught him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I taught him, yeah, so he's good. y'all until halftime.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, halftime, I'm trying it. I'm looking around to see, because I think Anastasia's probably gonna be, you got something coming over.
Poor Dean again.
Man, how you open
Of course,
this?
after your phone rings, you're blinded, you can't see the screen.
Oh,
How you turn this junk on, man?
Just
This
like,
big old brontosaurus phone.
you do it. You activate the camera.
I don't know.
Hey, you activate a whole lot of stuff.
Big old phone.
Wait till I make some money and get something. 11 people are already watching, and we're not even showing the game yet.
Alright, let me go straight.
Just go Whitefield and whatever. Trying to get it more like the.
That looks better now. That looks better.
Yes, little bit helps.
That's clear.
I mean, I just need it because when I'm playing stuff, I get a timer here. That's what I'm looking at when I'm doing stuff there, because it lets me know when my cue to kick in the next view. Yeah, good enough, because it's looking like that anyway.
That's fine.
It's just that's a preview, and since it's in a monitor, it looks that way.
Yeah, preview doesn't matter, as long as it looks good.
Now that day, somebody removed the headphones from the computer bag, and I told Mike, I have to put the volume all the way up on the monitor, cross my fingers that I get whatever. There was no other way. He likes to chat on things. Jenkins is looking for you guys, I guess. Sam Jenkins would be who?
What?
Sam Jenkins.
What about him? He's the guy that does the game with me.
Okay, so he's looking for us.
What do you mean he's looking for you? What does that mean?
I guess he didn't find this place.
No.
You know his phone number?
No, just ask him, is he here? See, it's tough to see.
Is he here or near us?
It's tough to see the door. It blends right in with the press box. It looks like it's painted together. Unless you know that's the door. Like when I first came here, I didn't even see the door
You see
because
the
it
door
looks
now?
like it's like a mural.
He'll figure it out eventually. Text, he sent you a text.
Why don't I see the tips?
I don't know.
I mean, I see them.
Maybe he
Where
didn't
are
read
you?
it.
Okay.
Oh, looks like a maze up there.
I had a hard time finding the door,
answering
right?
it now.
Yeah, huh?
Finding the door.
Yeah, man. I was like, no way the door's in front. That's impossible.
Yeah, I know, it's tough to see the door,
Right.
because it looks like it's part of
It's part of the wall.
that painting.
He said the front. I was like, nah.
Just be glad he wasn't camouflage at the front.
Yeah, right?
Also, can you give Mike Franklin, Pete Thompson show a plug during the game, the locker room on SNJ? Today, there's Monday night. At 7:30, all highlights from the weekend.
He likes to send a lot of texts.
Big one, man.
Do you guys have a Wi-Fi network, or did you log into the one from the school or anything like that?
Wi-Fi, you mean?
Yeah, did you log into one from the school or anything like that?
No, They gave us a port that you got to ask him. You can't get on them on me on.
Which one are you on? So I make sure that he doesn't give me that one.
Yeah,
Which one are you on?
he gave me his own, the coach's own.
Okay. Okay. Well, all right. So I'll try and get on that.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Nice press box.
He said blue, so I guess that's blue, right?
Yeah, that's good.
You staying down here?
Huh?
You staying here?
Yeah. Well, I guess the little corners should be out of your way.
Just squeezing the corner a little bit.
Yeah, that's all I need really, this little corner. I wish they'd make a spot for us down there and coach.
Yeah.
I know they have room to the right, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but I think that's where the RV coaches.
Yeah, that's just the coach scouting the game and doing the scouting TV. Freshman coach doing nothing. So who you got? Williamstown or San Augustine? Who's going?
I think I'm gonna have to go with Jenkins.
That seems like a popular choice. That's what the RV coach was saying. I just don't know. I haven't seen Williamstown, so I don't know.
I haven't either now. I
just-
oh, yes, I did. I saw him against RV. What was it, second game? Yeah,
Yeah.
second game.
They replay game, remember?
But I think I don't know, St. Augustine I think has maybe more weapons,
They do.
especially receiver wise.
Doesn't Williamstown have a big line or something? Is that their thing?
Yeah, they do. But I mean, when you take a look, and say, well, we are in this St. Augustine. I mean,
Yeah, San Augustine has size.
they got size too, you know. So, but I mean, Williamstown, let's see, they're pretty big up front.
I thought they were like a more.
260. Left guard is a little small, 185, and 250, 280, 230. So, yeah.
Wash.
But I mean, I think defensively, you know, Isaiah Rakes.
I've seen a better defensive team than San Augustine. That's the best defense we've seen. So
Those two linebackers.
yeah.
Oh man.
44.
I'm checking costs. Yeah, 20, 48. So you put those three attacks on the same defense, man. And I think that when you take a look at it, I mean, Williamstown's played some good teams, but I think you take a look at St. Augustine's schedule, and they played a team from Pennsylvania State College, who's one of the best teams in Pennsylvania. And then they've already played St. Joseph Hamilton too, so I think they're more battle tested.
Oh, I had predicted. Let me tell you something. I seen them play. They beat up on RB, but guess what? I already know they take the L today.
Williamstown?
Yo, yeah, they
That's
going
what everybody
down.
says.
They going down.
That's
Hey,
what
who's going down?
everybody's going Williamstown. So
Yeah, they going down today, brother.
I'm gonna go with the Williamstown win.
You know what?
I'm bucking the system.
I'm not from neither
All
one
right?
of them,
I'm going.
but because a team plays a far tougher schedule and they already battle tested against some of the top talent, they ready for this. You know, they ain't ready. They ain't played no.
Well, they played.
Well, they played who's in front of them. But you know.
You got both of them there.
It's the same thing in basketball. Yes. And we had conversations. Okay, I understand that you want to play teams in your geographical area, but you got them in this playing 2 times behind Bill Bridge. We play them once a year, and you need to be playing teams up north, because guess what? When the playoffs start, those are the teams you got to worry about. You ain't got to worry about nobody around
Well,
here.
they did play,
Exactly.
in defense, they played St. Anthony's, remember, a few years ago?
Okay, I remember
St.
that.
Anthony.
Oh, and that was one of the few times.
You can sit wherever you want. I don't rule the,
Yeah, it's Williamstown. Yeah, it's best. You can go down there. Yeah, they control this. The coaches. Yeah, you're right. They did. But see, and that was Saeed's worst game.
They went out to California last year.
That was Saeed's worst game of his career against St.
That's
Anthony.
because of St. Anthony's.
No.
You don't
No.
think so?
No.
I
Nope.
mean, Muggs had a good game.
No, yeah, but Saeed did. See,
They
a true
did
point
run
guard,
against- they
you
did
can't
run-
rattle him, you can't shake him.
Right.
He's going to do what he got to do, and it just so happens that his shot didn't fall. That's all.
Yeah, but they stopped him from getting to the rim too. That's what they did.
No.
Yes, they did.
No, he was missing. I was there. He was missing layups. He missed them. They ain't stop. Sometimes you can get in your own way. You know, it has nothing to do with the team that you're playing, especially when you have talent of that magnitude. It's like you're playing against yourself. Because I played the point. You're really playing against yourself. You don't even see the opposing team opposed to how to expose them. That's what you're watching.
Yeah.
It's not about nothing else but that, to make sure that you put your team in a position to succeed all the time. It's just not a shot info. And I can give him that because that was the first time ever that he had a game like that.
Well, I remember I was talking to Gene Allen.
Okay.
At when they were playing Linden in the state final, and you know they weren't as good as Linden that year. But I'm saying, man, I mean, St. Augustine's been tearing it up. I think they only had one close game in the state tournament.
Correct.
And I said, man, Saeed's going nuts. And Gene says, you gotta stay in front of him.
But you can't if you're pressing.
Right. But
I told Gene that.
That's what you gotta. You gotta stay in
Here's
front of him.
Gene. We go talk to him before the game. Now he done already played. The second time around, I said, Gene, you gonna play zone, whatever? No, we gonna play, boy. We always gonna be. You can't play Saeed like that. You're asking for a bubble because I don't care how much you press him, you ain't taking the ball from him. And if you try to double him, he's smart enough now. They getting layups on the other end, and that's what happens. With a good point guard, you can't double him because he's gonna pick you apart. Every time he's gonna make the right play, and now they got numbers on the other end. So your best bet is to turn a true point guard that you can't press like that into a shooter. That you make him do what you want him to do. Now, if you're giving him the right way for him to be successful, you're in trouble. And that's basketball 101. Some point guards you can't press.
Right.
Period.
Well, you remember Sean Atlantis last year?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You can't rattle that guy.
Can't rap.
I mean, Atlantic
Yep.
City put pressure on him. He didn't turn the ball over. Right. He didn't do it. And they depend on that.
And I think Linden cheats too. Because you can't tell me a public school like they get all that talent every
And they lost their
that
coach.
live in that area. You can't tell me that.
And they lost their coach.
Right.
He's a coach
And he
to
did
Elizabeth,
something.
which is his alma mater.
Why did he? Oh, because it was his alma mater.
Oh, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, but you know,
Heck of a coach, man.
yeah.
That
Tom
guy,
Williams didn't
that
like
boy's
him. He
a good
didn't like the way
coach.
he treats his
I like
players.
him.
He's too hard. You know,
He is hard, but he's good.
Yeah.
You know, you don't mind listening to a coach if he knows what he's
So
doing.
like Hurley, if you watch him in practice,
Yeah, put it this way, Hurley is one of the old school
Talk to
coaches
him on the
that
phone.
the parents in today's parents ain't putting up with that.
right. But if you talk to him outside of the
You never know that he's not that. Same thing with Gene Allen. Same
Well,
thing.
Gene Allen's misunderstood. He always have tactics, and you talk to him, he's a great guy.
He transforms.
He's tremendous. He just gets involved, man. I mean,
Yeah, and it's one thing to get involved, but it's another thing to also allow your team to implement what they need and be ball players. He will scream at you over one place like Jesus Christ, man. Let him play. He's the type of guy, man. He will. You mess up one, you miss a shot. Gene go bonkers. Okay, Gene, you come try to make it. Everybody misses. Gene is crazy. That's the one crazy dude.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? But I like him though. He is a good guy. Yes,
He got the results, man.
he's more, he's more of a teacher. Yes.
Yeah.
Minus the ruler hitting
Well, see, that was the way to go when we grew up, man. You knew it was coming. There was no other way, yeah. But today, man, let me tell you, some parents boy can have your job for stuff like that. I'm telling you.
Yep.
Yeah. You have to worry about. You really have to be cautious when how you approach, the kids and what you say. And
Well, that's what I was talking to Tom, because it was a rumor that Earl was going to take a job at Canton.
Really?
It was a rumor. Not he was denying. He says, I'm saying, Tom, he didn't leave public school. What he did at St. Anthony, do you think they're going to put up with that? No, he ain't a public school. No.
He would be coming out of the school in handcuffs. That's why I couldn't be. I'm not gonna let somebody's child just scare me and tell me what to get off. Look here, your dad ain't whooped you behind. Yeah, you about to get it. So I said, you know what? Because I would be the one on the network news, they bringing out the school in handcuffs. Because a child threatened me like he gonna beat me down, and hold up, no. And that goes on more than what you think.
Yeah, but I mean, there have been teachers who have been accused of sexual misconduct.
Yeah.
And even if they're proven to be innocent.
That's it. That's it. They scarred. They scarred. Right.
So,
Actually, I had that happen to me with a friend of mine's girlfriend. They threw me a graduation party. And, everybody that we knew came. And it wasn't his girlfriend, but it was his friend. She came in there, and I kept noticing her, going to the rooms that I went to. And then she said something to me, and I thought that was grimy, right? So I'm like, and I went and told him, because I don't know her, I know him, right? Man, because I did that, she felt some kind of way. And she went to the authorities saying like this, I'm not lying, brother. I said, the whole world is law. And then the authorities said, do you mind coming, taking, a test and whatnot? And I said, yeah, by all means, man, because I haven't even been alone with this woman. I don't even know this woman. I go, dude, you think that they would call me back and apologize after they found out what happened? No, they did not. So it can happen.
yep.
It can happen.
I'm going to go check to see if there's any orders here from the SAG by halftime. There's got to be. It's the biggest game of the week.
Okay.
Sure. I'm not gonna be there, right? Can you move the camera? So is there something else going right here?
Well, right now, no, that's just background of the second monitor. It's a trick so he can see the live preview. So that everything is synced here. When you guys talk about the sponsors and whatever, this is our time.
Okay.
I tried using the laptop and the pad that he had before, but that has that delay.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to time. It's just a trick. I get the business end on my side, and that's just a trick.
Oh, okay. You do all the business stuff. So
This is
that
where I
doesn't
blow
go.
the magic.
That doesn't go full screen. You can't go there.
No, I can't. I was trying working on that, and sometimes it gives me an option for what they call a live something on the screen, but for some reason it doesn't show it all the time.
Oh, really?
And if I do the dash thing, the dash, something is just the delay of the internet, so it doesn't help. Keep trying all this time, it just doesn't cooperate.
You know, computers, I don't want to work sometimes. I got their own mind made up.
It should be the active broadcast, but it's ghost. Don't know why.
Haven't seen it. Oh, I saw Kevin Minnick, but there should be other reporters.
They should be getting ready for the Anthem and all that.
Not yet. That's right before kickoff.
Were the San Augustine coach before here? Or was he?
Pete Lancetter, he was at Hamilton. He also coached a couple of years as an assistant at Roman. And then when Reardon left, he went back to St. Went back to high school. St. Augustine.
It's undefeated and number 1 ranked Williamstown, hosting number 5 ranked St. Augustine Prep. Frank Fusatola versus Pete Lancetta. Live coverage of this championship game produced by Prime Events and South Jersey Sports Talk. In the broadcast booth, here is Tony Blum.
Good evening and welcome to a big game in South Jersey football this season. Williamstown hosting St. Augustine. Williamstown comes in at a perfect 8-0 and St. Augustine 6 up and 2 down, but they've won 5 in a row. They dropped 2 of their first 3, but they've been playing very, very well. My name's Tony Blum, along with Sam Jenkins. And Sam, this is kind of the game that you look forward to calling. 2 great teams, and we're looking forward to an outstanding, very competitive game here this evening.
Super excited to call this game. I can't wait to analyze the changes the coaches make. I'm looking at the 4 key aspects, the 2 offenses and the 2 defenses, and I can't wait to take a look at St. Augustine's defense.
And we're going to do that right after this word. Atlantic Care Urgent Care Centers are located throughout South Jersey, staffed with board-certified providers, registered nurses, and x-ray technicians. They provide care for non-life-threatening emergencies and illnesses 7 days a week, including holidays, without an appointment or long wait times. X-ray and lab services are right on the site. If the unexpected happens, it's the urgent care you know you can trust. For a complete list of hours and locations, visit atlanticcare.org/urgent. Well, St. Augustine opened the season, as we mentioned, losing 2 of their first 3 games, but since then they've won 5 in a row, 5 straight. Tonight they face an unbeaten Williamstown team on the road, and we're hoping the rain holds off. So far, Mother Nature has been cooperating. On offense, Coach Pete Lancetta doesn't plan on really changing anything, and will go with what works. The Hermits are well-balanced. Quarterback Chris Allen directing the show. Nasir Hill is the prime running back, and he's just a freshman. But look for Isaiah Rakes in short yardage and goal line situations, and at 6'1" and 285, he's a load and tough to stop. Allen also has a great receiving core in Jalen DeCotu, who lives in Williamstown, just a couple of minutes away from the high school. He's their leading pass catcher. Not really known if he was going to play here tonight or not, as he was coming off an injury he suffered against Holy Spirit, but he got the medical clearance, and he will be playing, along with Justin Shorter, who is explosive. He's a sophomore. Corey Yeoman is also a big target at 6'2". Defense outstanding, featuring big-time players at all levels. Isaiah Reeks at defensive tackle. Very hard to block with this combination of size at 285 and quickness as well. At linebacker, Joe Bonchek is terrific against the run and pass, and Shane Quast, also a big-time player. Both great size, 220 pounds. In the 5-game win streak, they've only surrendered 33 points at 6.6 per game. The key on defense to be sound fundamentally, be balanced, and protect the football. On defense, they just want to do what they've done all season long. Look for special teams to play a big role in case there's elements. Field position, as always, will go a long way to determining the outcome. And Sam, we saw St. Augustine against Rancocas Valley, and we definitely came away with that very impressive win. We were very impressed with that win, I should say, against Rancocas Valley, both sides of the football.
Yeah, during that game, like as I mentioned earlier, St. Augustine's defense just imposed their will on Rancocas Valley. And, they didn't have any answers. They were known to be a big play team, but they just couldn't pull it off versus the sound defense of St. Augustine. And that's what I'm looking for tonight. I mean, we may have some surprises in the special teams, but I'm looking to see if Williamstown can get some decent drives, can hold the ball, and wear down the defense. If not, it could be a long night for them. If they do, and they find a hole, it could be an interesting game.
And we're going to take a look at Williamstown in just a moment. Well, over the years, Third Base Sports and Trophies has grown into one of the leading companies on the East Coast in providing all of your trophy and apparel needs. Located at 1960 Old Cuthbert Road in Cherry Hill, they provide one-stop shopping to their customers with outstanding quality, service, and affordability. Open Monday through Friday from 9 till 5, Saturday from 9 till noon. Phone 856-665-0114. Remember to stop at Third Base on your way home. The Braves of Williamstown are a perfect 8-0, and this will be their biggest test of the season by far. For Coach Frank Fusatola, the key is to move the ball on offense and stay ahead of the sticks. They'll face a very tough defense, and they want to stay balanced and even throw the ball on early downs. Quarterback Jonathan Collins can do it all on the ground and through the air, while running back Wayne Inge is a threat on every carry. Williamstown, also a great defense, having given up just 36 points all season. That's 4.5 per game. And they want to force the Hermits to go the long field and work for everything they get. No big plays from an explosive offense. That's going to be tough. The key on offense, to control the ball and keep St. Augustine's offense on the sideline. On defense, they just want to play their game, bend but don't break, and prevent the big plays. So pretty basic strategy there by Coach Fusatola. I guess at this point of the season, Sam, you got to do what brought you here. You're not going to really change a lot. You can see some things, some tendencies that you can maybe take advantage of on both offense and defense, but you're not going to change a whole lot.
No, at this point in the season, you have what you have, and you know what you can do. You may have some players coming back off of injury, but your scheme is going to remain the same except for a couple of tweaks for your next opponent. So what we've seen so far, we should see more of it, and each team should know what's coming at them.
So talk to me about some big games, how you feel, week of practice leading up to a big game, your emotional state as far as facing a very good team. You're a very good team, but you're also going to be facing an outstanding team. What's your mindset, and how was practice like?
So it's key. What's the most important thing is what the head coach does, the message he sends to his team. Are you guys going to rev practice up? Is everything going to be different? Is everybody on edge? Is that the message he wants to send, or is he saying, hey guys, we're good enough to where we are now. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're going to move on. So as a player, the first thing you do is you look at the coach and say, okay, what's the message I have from the coach? All right, is the coach riled up? He thinks we need to do more to win this game, or are we good enough to where we are? Once you receive that message, you take practice on in a businessman-like way, and you just do what you have to do each week. Some players will rise to the occasion. The lights, the big-time games makes them better. Other players are afraid to make a mistake and may shrink and, disappear for the game. From what we've seen from these teams so far, I don't think any of the key players are going to shrink, in a game like this. They have the confidence going. 5-game win streak from St. Augustine, 8 games from Williamstown. There's nothing that either team possesses that's going to scare the other team. So I see a few mistakes in the beginning, a little nervousness, a little worry about the weather, but overall they should settle down and show us what they've shown us all year long.
Yeah, they just don't want to make that big mistake early on to give the other team an advantage. And both teams, as you say, they're both quality teams. They know what they have both offensively and defensively and just want to go out there and execute. And if you get beat, and you don't really hurt yourself in the game, and the other team beats you, well, I guess you just have to tip your hat and say, okay, they're better than us, and they just won this game at least tonight.
That's right. There's no shame in getting beaten by a better team. Now, you don't want to you don't want to hurt yourselves, and, although I do sound like a broken record, we want to catch the punt returns. We want to catch the kickoff. We want to set ourselves up for good field position. Let the talent decide the game, not the refs, not the bad plays or anything like that. And, they didn't get this far being undisciplined. They didn't get this far by making critical mistakes. So we should see a small amount of that. They should be pretty good today.
And both teams are 4-0 in the West Jersey Football League American. So the winner will clinch outright possession of the crown. So we're just about set for the coin toss as the co-captains are headed out to center of the field. The Williamstown Huddle Club supports the Williamstown High School football team. At home games, the Huddle Club sells Williamstown gear and conducts a 50-50 raffle to raise funds for the team. Support the Williamstown Huddle Club throughout the season. The Huddle Club is proud to be part of tonight's live coverage. So out there you see quarterback Collins along with Inge for Williamstown, joined by Ray Samuel.
Our honorary captains are Braden Shumper, Frank Shumper, Vincent Pietropio, Dylan Heatherly, and
St. Augustine, we're just blocked off right now from seeing Christopher Allen, one of the co-captains out there for St. Augustine. Brandon Perkins also out there for Williamstown.
The umpire, Mike Bartram, linesman George Wagner, line judge Ken Gillespie, side judge.
So the coin toss.
Field judge Ted Pester.
Williamstown will receive.
Did they defer or did they win the toss? I didn't see.
I'm not sure who won the coin toss, but Williamstown will receive, defending the goal to our left.
Doesn't seem like a lot of wind, a little bit.
Right. Well, of course, some of the earlier forecasts, Sam, did not look very promising. They were talking about, a nor'easter, which is still on its way, but it was supposed to arrive somewhere around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and they pushed that back to maybe around 9 when it's going to start possibly raining. But the wind is not going to be a factor, or shouldn't be, as much as it might have been with the earlier forecast. And that's good news, because you don't really want a game like this to be determined or possibly determined by the elements.
Right. If the coaches think that the rain will come by halftime or third quarter, look for some bigger plays maybe in the first half, especially by St. Augustine with a top receiver. I mean, they may want to get him some deeper passes while the field is dry, while the ball is dry, while you have your footing and you can protect. If the rain isn't a factor, they may, spread the calls out throughout the game. But it's definitely a factor that will determine some play call.
Saw Williamstown run out on the field, preparing for the playing of our national anthem. Here from Williamstown, you see the Williamstown band already out there on the field.
We ask you this time to direct your attention to the 40-yard line as the Williamstown High School Air Force Junior ROTC presents the nation's colors.
color guard now, walking slowly out onto the field. One of several big games in South Jersey this evening. Also St. Joseph Hamilton taking on Holy Spirit. Another big game.
Absolutely.
And please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem performed tonight by the Williamstown High School Marching
So now,
Band.
ladies and gentlemen, from Williamstown High School, the playing of our national anthem by the Williamstown Marching Band. Something Williamstown does at the end of that national anthem, given the fact they are the Braves. So they put the helmets up, and everyone says the home of the Brave.
You know, you mentioned big games. There's another big game that I wouldn't mention other than the fact that Willingboro beat Woodrow Wilson last week, and now Willingboro has Camden this week. So, you know, that's another big game tonight.
Yeah, Camden's on a hot streak as well. They lost their first game. I think they lost to a team down in D.C. or Maryland, and they've just been reeling off the wins. They got a great defense as well. We covered them last year against Rancocas Valley, and Rancocas Valley went up 17-0 and ended up losing that game. They kind of took their foot off the accelerator, and Camden came back, and that was their only loss up until the championship game against Lenape.
My last 4 years of coaching were at Camden. Coach Savage's first 4 years.
And he's a RV?
He was my fullback. Okay. He was my fullback at Rancocas Valley. How about that?
Done a great job to Camden. And I think they've got maybe a new field. Someone donated some money. Was it Katz? I think it was a gentleman named Mr. Katz, and he's done a great job because they needed a new field and especially a new press box. I think they also got that, and good for them.
Absolutely. They're making the most of it. They've been pretty good ever since.
So Williamstown will be receiving the football. Ainge back to receive. Also back there, Christian Foreman for the Luke Snyder will get this game underway. The kick, short, going to be taken by one of the up people. Called for a fair catch at the 26, 27-yard line. Let's see where they're going to mark it. So Williamstown with the football. Jonathan Collins is the quarterback. Wayne Ainge, the running back. J.R. Highsmith, Demonte Campbell, Brody Colbert are the receivers.
That might not seem like a big play, but that's great coaching to tell them have a heads up for a fair catch on a pooch punt. I mean, that little bit of coaching right there can make a big difference.
From the 28-yard line, here's Collins. He's going to take it himself, looking to sweep the right side. Cuts inside. Maybe a yard, but starting off the game right off the bat, you see Joe Bonchik there, stringing it out and making the stop. But he did pick up 3 yards, more than initially looked like, as he crossed the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, they want to take advantage of the quarterback carrying the ball, one extra blocker. You have to make one man miss in the alley right there. So they said maybe our quarterback can defeat your backer.
Highsmith splits out to the right side. There's a slot to the left. 2nd and 7. Collins, the toss to Eames. Left side. Eames makes the turn. He's across the 35 to the 39-yard line. It appears he's very close to the first down. Do not know if he got enough. He may be just a yard short of the sticks.
A little bit of film study. They've learned to take it to the outside against against St. Augustine and stay away from that beef in the middle.
But there is a holding call against Williamstown that's going to negate that play and move them back 10 yards. And those always play a big factor in games like this, penalties.
Right.
Ball moved back inside the 25 to the 24 with the nose just about resting at the 25-yard line. Now a 2nd down and 12. Trips formation to the right side.
You should look for something off tackle right here.
Collins back, looking to his right. Has plenty of time to throw the football. Fires to the right sideline, and this one is complete at the 35-yard line. Making the catch was DeMonte Campbell. He had all sorts of time there to throw the football, Sam. If he's going to get that kind of time, that could prove problematic for that defense of St. Augustine.
Absolutely. That was 3-level patterns. They put the defenders and the backers in a bind. Do you run up on the short pattern? Do you stay deep? You know, a good defense is stay deep, and you rally to the ball, and hopefully you can hold them.
Now 3rd and 3 from the 35. Slot formation to the right side. Looking to sweep the left side is Eames as he's being hemmed in, and he's not going to get there. That was DeMonte Campbell, but he just could not make the turn. They hemmed him in, and they're going to force the first punt of this football game.
Now, as the game goes on, look at that play. That was handed off to the backside running back. Now, he didn't have time to get outside. If you throw it out fast, you pitch it out fast, you can beat those guys. When you try and run and give them time, they're going to meet you out there.
Chris Palazzo will be kicking it away. Shorter set to receive. It bounces at 42-yard line, and it's down at the 43-yard line. So good field position to open for business for St. Augustine. Chris Allen is their quarterback. Nazir Hill, the running back. Wide receivers, Jalen Dekotu, who is their top receiver, R.C. Reynolds, Corey Yeoman, and Justin Shorter. Tight end is Shane Quast.
So check for in the first series or two any deep passes. Is he on? Yeah.
Slot formation to the left side. Peeling to the right to Kotu. Gets it, looking to turn the corner. Makes the turn along the right sideline, and he is hit and then thrown back, but not before, to the 47-yard line. Picks up some 5 yards on first down. Kotu, of course, interesting, moved from New York to Williamstown. So he lives in Williamstown, just a couple of minutes away from the field. So he said it's going to be a little strange coming back to Williamstown to play this game, but also enjoyable.
And you know the coach put in a couple plays for him, to play against his buddies.
Yeoman splits far out to the left side. Shorter in motion to the right side. They give us to Hill. Hill makes the turn, and Hill close to the first down. It depends on the mark. Going to be a yard short into Williamstown territory. Going to mark it at the 48-yard line. So 3rd and very short. See if Isaiah Rakes comes in. He's already in. Short yardage specialist at 6'1" and 285.
Let's see.
Not necessarily going to get the football, but he can block it pretty good as well. Allen will duck in. They give us to Hill off the left side, and Hill, if he does get the first down, he just got it. But it appears he does have the first down based on where the officials are running in to spot it.
I always get the question, why do they send people in motion when they're going to run up the middle, or it's making the linebackers just pause for a second. Just pause for a second so the lineman can come off their block, get there, and shield them for the run.
So they're going to measure right here. We just want to mention Mike Franklin, Pete Thompson, they do a great show. It's called The Locker Room on SNJ Today. It airs Monday nights at 7:30 with all the highlights from the weekend. It's on WACP Comcast Channel 789. Or check your local listings. And good to have Pete Thompson back in action. He, of course, on the sideline, suffered a broken arm, and it was broken. As a matter of fact, I think the x-ray of Pete Thompson's arm was probably the most viewed x-ray ever in South Jersey sports history. Everybody saw that, his x-ray. But we're glad to have Pete Thompson back in action along with Mike Frankel. Make sure to check out that show, The Locker Room, on SNJ Today, Monday nights at 7:30. It was a first down. Ball now at the 47-yard line of Williamstown. Just the start of things. 8:07 left in this opening quarter. Here's the give off the right side to Rakes. He's inside the 45-yard line to the 43-yard line, and he is a low. Just imagine if you're a defensive back with 285 pounds coming at you.
They always tell you to go low, but, you know, you don't want to go low with those about 48-inch thighs coming at you.
Yeah.
Right there. So you got to hit them high and wait for your buddies to come take them down.
Pick up of 4 yards on first down for Rakes. He's being recruited heavily. Baylor, Cincinnati, Vanderbilt, I think, also just offered. So a lot of talent. Now the up man in the eye. 2nd and 6. Here's Hill, left side, hit at the line of scrimmage, able to shed the tackle and pick up maybe a yard or two. Good penetration there by Williamstown on defense.
That's good penetration. That's good reaction to the run. As the coaches from St. Augustine should look at that and look for a play action coming off of that or a draw. Use their momentum coming upfield, come right underneath them.
They give him a yard, so it's 3rd and 5 for St. Augustine. Shorter will split to the right side. Slot formation. Allen rolling right, fires to the right sideline. This one's caught,
nice,
but he may be just a little shy of the first down with a great stick.
Pass by Chris Brown, it's complete.
Now, you have design patterns in practice, and they'll be 5 yards, 7 yards, 10 yards. But when you have sticks out there, as we look at the replay, the receiver should have gotten to the sticks, regardless of what the pattern says. So if he gets hit while he catches it, it's an automatic first down, rather than putting yourself in the position that we are now. Those are the little things. Make one more step on your up route just to get to the first down marker.
That was Brody Colbert on the hit. A good one. Didn't let him go forward, and Rakes is in the backfield again. Rakes gets the call to the left side, and Rakes dives forward. He's cut down. Again, depends on the mark. And it is a first down.
1 for 1. All right.
And you see there, he's not just, okay, give me the ball, I'm going to run straight up the middle. They sent him to the left side, and he was still able to turn to the field and pick up the first down.
It's actually a pretty athletic play. Did you see how they went at his feet below his knees, and he was able to leap over and still get the first? A lot of defensive linemen in big-time schools play running back in high school, so this looks familiar.
Slot formation to the right side. Decotu split to the left. Shorter now in motion to the left side. They give us to Hill. Hill spins inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Collins in on the stop. 4 yards on first down for Hill. Remember, he's only a freshman.
Right, he can run. You don't want to. I'm fighting myself for wanting to get greedy here, because great pursuit by Williamstown, which to me means misdirection the other way.
Robert Reynolds in the ball game for St. Augustine. Chris Allen spent some time at the sideline getting the play directly from the brain trust. He's back in the ball game. Double slot formation for the Hermits. 2nd and 6. Here's Allen. Fires to the left sideline. This one's complete at the 31-yard line. That was to Inge. Check that, pardon me. That was complete to Yeoman. Got the teams mixed up, pardon me.
Nice quick pass. It's a good drive. I mean, you know, they're working on their second first down now. They're taking their time. Williamstown, I see the secret to their success. They stay in the same defensive front this entire time. The linebackers in the same spot, the safeties in the same spot. They're very consistent in what they're doing. So now the players can just react to the ball and play.
3rd down and 3. We'll call it the 30-yard line of Williamstown. No score. Just under 4 minutes left in the opening quarter. Here's Hill. Breaks a tackle. He's got the first down. He's inside the 25, and he's going to be marked down at the 22-yard line.
Nice off tackle with a big lead by Rakes. Man, it must be a pleasure to run behind him. I tell you. That's a nifty-footed running back, and he runs with his shoulders down. You run behind him. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, it's almost as if he's an extra offensive lineman, really,
Absolutely.
with his size and very agile. So St. Augustine now with 3:35 left in this first quarter, threatening at the 22-yard line of Williamstown. We don't have any score. Decotu splits out to the left side. Again, Rakes ahead of Hill. Decotu peels to the right side, and now timeout called by Allen. 3:21 left in the opening quarter. We have no score. St. Augustine and Williamstown. Trimble and Armineau is a general practice law firm offering a wide range of legal services to public and private clients. Trimble and Armineau is comprised of knowledgeable and experienced professionals who work as a team to obtain the best possible outcomes for their clients. With over 50 years combined experience, they provide personalized attention, a dedicated staff, and a commitment to pursue what you deserve. Whatever legal problems you have, bring them to Trimble and Armineau in Washington Professional Campus, Black Horse Pike in Turnersville. Phone Trimble and Armineau at 856-232-9500. So timeout. Possibly quarterback Allen saw something that he needed to talk over with the coaching staff.
It looks like that was the second of, let's say, who knows, 4 or 5 plays for Decotu coming back home. First one was the jet sweep. He was going to have a deep moon motion that we used to call in the back. It could have been a swing pass or some kind of fake off of that.
At the 22, 1st and 10. Again, Decotu peels to the right side. The give is to Hill. Nice hole off the right side, but it closes quickly at the 20. You can see that open up from our angle, but it closed quickly.
They're reeling off. Oh, look, that's only a couple yards. Looked like it was 4 or 5 yards, but so far, nice sustained drive. They're wearing them down a little bit.
Now Rakes to the sideline along with Quast for St. Augustine. 2nd down and 8 from the 20 of Williamstown. You know, some teams, like we've seen Rancocas Valley, they look to the sideline to get the signals, but Allen, he's in direct contact right there on the sideline, getting it from the coaches, and then comes back in to the football field. Double slot formation. Completion over the middle to Yeoman. He's at the 12-yard line.
Complete to Corey Yeoman.
And appears to have another first down.
Ever since that one play where Williamstown gave good pressure on the pass, St. Augustine has gone to 3-step quick passing game. It's a good adjustment to eliminate or negate the rush.
And Yeoman, a big target at 6'2" and 195 pounds, and only a sophomore for St. Augustine. Football at the 12-yard line of Williamstown, approaching 2:15 left in this opening quarter. Not only do they have the possibility of scoring here, Sam, but they've used up pretty much the whole first quarter and kept that offense of Williamstown on the sideline. Here's Rakes back in the ball game. Rakes dragging tacklers to the 6.
So as you see, he looks like he came in contact with the defense, maybe close to the line of scrimmage, and may have drugged them, let's say, 4 yards of the 6. coming downhill, hit right there, now look at the power move, drags him forward. I mean, there's not much you can do but rally to the ball on that.
And there were 2 or 3 defenders that he took with him. Shorter splits to the right side to Kotu to the left. Second down, we'll call it 5 at the 6. To Kotu again, peels to the right side. Rakes again, off right tackle. Rakes continues to drive. Tough to bring him down, but just a pickup of 1 yard, so they rallied to the ball on that play, and they have to do that because you have to get multiple hats on him.
Absolutely. He takes 2 or 3 steps, gets the ball, and then he takes a sidestep and gets into the hole. If he would take a lateral step initially and hit the hole full speed, I'd like to believe maybe the last play he may have gotten the first down and may have been in the end zone. He makes a late cut once he gets the ball.
3rd and 3 for St. Augustine. This could be the last play of the first quarter. That's how fast it's been going by. Allen will be under center. Takes the snap. Gives off to Rakes. Pounds up the middle for the touchdown. So Rakes with the touchdown. And we'll take a look at that one again. Big, powerful, fast.
Good job. Watch him plant his left foot, tuck up behind his line, and push right through to the end zone. Right here, cuts, hits it, and straightens up, shoulder square, 6 points.
Yeah, he took a step to the left, and boy, he saw that hole and right through. Snyder will attempt the extra point. 6-0, St. Augustine. Down, kick, and good. So with 33.1 seconds left in the first quarter, 5 yards TD run by Isaiah Rakes, and a point after good by Luke Snyder. And it's 7-0, St. Augustine. Coverage of St. Augustine Prep is brought to you by the Anana Wine Bar, 216 Bellevue Avenue in the heart of Hamilton. Phone 609-704-9797 for reservations or book your next event. Anata is what it's called. And I suggest you get on over there because it sounds like a great place to me. Long-standing partner of St. Augustine Prep, Toyota of Vineland, ready to assist you in finding your next vehicle, selling and providing services to friends and family and customers for over 25 years. Toyota Vineland offers a variety of new and thoroughly inspected pre-owned cars. Visit them on Delsey Drive in Vineland or head over to toyotavineland.com. They have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want. So Snyder now will be kicking it away. St. Augustine with the lead 7-0. Just 33 seconds left in this first quarter of play. Again, a short kick, and again going to be taken by one of the up people, but not the fair catch this time. Advancing over the 30 to the 31-yard line.
On the return, Joseph Kolenek on the tackle.
Here's Joseph Roccabaldo made the catch.
You know, if they score again, you should probably put one of your deep returners up there and give yourself a chance to make a big play. That's what they're going to do today. It's, you know, what's worse? The St. Augustine took a nice long drive and scored, or if they would have had a big play. Right now, I'd be a little concerned if you can't stop that offense. I mean, that's a backbreaker.
Yeah, you only have so many chances,
right?
So many possessions, and if you go 3 and out and give it back to St. Augustine, but here's Collins dancing and dodging to the 39-yard line. Picks up 5 or 6 on first down, and that should be the final play of the first quarter. 7-0 St. Augustine. And that will be the final play of the first quarter. They're not trying to get another one off, so we've played one complete. St. Augustine on top, 7-0. Green Tree Mortgage is proud partner of St. Augustine Prep and Hermits football. By choosing Green Tree Mortgage as your lender, you found the solution. Now let them help you fulfill your dreams. Visit greentreemortgage.com or phone 609-646-5555 and start improving your financial future today. First quarter of play in the books. Sam, your impressions?
Well, right now, St. Augustine's able to work methodically down the field, and they are able to keep Williamstown's defense off balance. I just saw Collins run for the first time. That was Collins, right? No, that was Collins.
Number 7, yeah.
Man, some players flash, and I'm telling you right now, when I saw him run, I saw that cut he made. I mean, I'm looking forward to see what else he's going to do this game. I mean, it's just that skill that some people have. You know, they show up over the course of a game, and some people show up every play, and he looks like a player that can change the momentum of a game in a heartbeat.
Yeah, 977 passing yards and 9 touchdowns, 602 rushing yard, I should say, and 9 touchdowns. So he very well balanced from the quarterback position.
Yeah.
2nd down and 3 from the 44. Check that, the 39, pardon me. Their own 39-yard line, just short of the 40. Trips to the left side. See Collins tapping his left side, which obviously means something to his team. Inge gets the call. He's got the first down across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Make a nice jump cut there to be able to pick up the yardage, more than enough for the first down.
That's a nice play. The formation there caused St. Augustine to bring down the outside backer and come on the line of scrimmage, which those of you that have seen St. Augustine before know that they have 3 defensive linemen, but they're bringing a 4th one down, and Williamstown's making them change a little bit.
Again, trips to the left side. Quick pitch to the left side is complete and run out of bounds quickly at the 49-yard line was DeMonte Campbell. But a good pickup on first down when you can get 4 on first down. Makes 2nd and 3rd a lot easier.
Yeah, both coaches are sticking to the game plan. You know, a chunk here, 4 yards, 5 yards here, you know, makes everything easier. The playbook is wide open.
Now they switch the trips to the right side. Collins, off play action, fires over the middle, incomplete. Looking to fire over the middle. St. Augustine says, we intercepted the ball. Let's see if the officials agree. So far, no indication. St. Augustine's offense is coming on the field.
Now that's a double slant on between the 2 and the 3 receiver. The second one's supposed to have the linebacker turn upfield, and the 3rd receiver should come inside, as we're watching right here. 1, 2, 3 coming in. He should. All right, so the ball's high and he tipped it, but he should be able to go right in front of that linebacker to make that play. Looks like they got the interception.
They did. Just off the fingertips. I believe that was Campbell. He had a lot on that throw, and sometimes it's tough to catch those bullets.
It's early in the game, but it is an important drive for Williamstown and the defense.
Ball at the 37-yard line. The give, looking to sweep the left side, making the turn, forced out of bounds. A loss of a yard on the play. 2nd down at 11.
I wonder, the forecast is for maybe rain in an hour. I wonder if they're going to try and get their points in. You know, you think of everything.
You do, yeah. And this is a grass field here at Williamstown, so depending on how much the severity of the wind, now timeout is called by St. Augustine. 11:24 left here in this first half of play. The Hermits on top of the Braves, 7-0. The Pickwickian Tavern and Smokery is a proud partner of St. Augustine Prep Athletics. Located in Richland at the corner of St. Augustine Prep and Route 40, the Pickwickian features delicious burgers, seasonal specials, and fine hand-carved meats, slowly smoked on site. Stop by today and enjoy a plate of their signature fall-off-the-bone smoked wings, or visit pickwickian.net to view the full restaurant and menu bar. Pickwickian Tavern and Smokery. Phone 856-212-3205. Tell you one thing, That's good copy right there, because my mouth is
I was
definitely
going to say,
watering.
you just made. I looked over. Where is that?
So the timeout called by St. Augustine. The Hermits are up 7-0 with the football. Second down and 11. At the 37-yard line. Double slot formation. Allen sets, fires deep. Intended for Dekotu. He can't bring it in at the 20-yard line. He was kind of running out of stride there, trying to steady himself to make that catch, but he just couldn't get it together.
He got away with one here. He little contact at about 25 yards downfield. He knows that if you catch it, if you touch it, you should catch it right about here. Yeah, that would have been a big protest if you taken that all the way there. That's maybe, let's count. That's play 3 for him against his hometown mates. I was just going to say, the way Williamstown brought their safety outside the hash, they're going to come right up the seams. I couldn't even get it out of my mouth in time, but their formations are causing them to widen their safeties wider than they traditionally would.
So now 3rd and 11 for St. Augustine, leading it 7-0. Rakes in the ball game. They give to the left side. Check that to Rakes, pardon me. But he only gets a couple, and they're going to be well short of that first down. They're going to be punting the football for the first time in this game.
Good defense by Williamstown. Fortunate on the long pass, but good defense on the final play.
Adam Heston will be kicking it. Eames back to receive it. Moving up. About the 27-yard line. Heston with a kick. Line drive. Coming up for it and fumbling the football is Eames, but able to fall on it. Fortunate for Williamstown, able to get back on top of it. Kind of a line drive kick there. Kind of tough to make the catch on that one, but he did have some defenders around him, but muffed it and then got back on top of it.
If we were lucky enough to have Bill Parcells here, he would scream at him for not having his elbows in during the catch. All right, you trap the ball between your breastplate and hands, and if you miss it, your elbows will give you the second chance to catch it. And if you drop straight down, that means your elbows were not in.
You listening, punt receivers? That's the way to do it. So first down. Football at the 28-yard line for Williamstown. Allen with the snap. Up the middle it goes to Eames across the 30 to the 31 or 2. Picks up 4 on first. Rakes makes the stop.
It's a good hard run right up the middle. He's got good vision, waited for his blocks, got what he could.
Second down and 6 for the Braves.
So, I'll talk about the signals next play.
Slot to the left side. Allen's going to take it himself. Up the middle for a couple. Not too much room there.
So you see a lot of teams nowadays have the offensive coordinator or the play call on the sideline and 2 quarterbacks or another player. Williamstown looks like they have just one coach giving the signals in with no decoys.
It says second on the sticks. I think it's third, if I'm not mistaken. Third down.
Should be 35, right?
Yeah, 3rd and 5.
Flip-flop in the corners. They want to match up personnel-wise.
Double slot formation. Here's Allen. Rolling to his right. Looking. Throws to the right sideline. Incomplete. Off the fingertips of the intended receiver. That was Campbell. So now 4th down for Williamstown. not been able to sustain anything thus far against this very tough defense of St. Augustine.
Those two, both quarterbacks struggle with the medium range passes, the 12 to 15-yard range. Put a little bit more heat on it than needed.
Palazzo will be kicking it. Shorter, standing at his own 40-yard line. Shorter, very dangerous. Tremendous quickness.
25 yards deep.
Palazzo with a high snap. Gets the kick away, end over end. Getting away from it is Shorter. And it's going to roll out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
There's not much more things wrong that could have been done on that punt. If you're going to let it go, don't stand next to it, wait for it to bounce into you. Get away from the ball. Right there, I can even hear the coaches screaming now. Sometimes you have to let it bounce out of bounds. That's fine. Don't mirror the ball, waiting for it to hit you and give it back to the other team.
Fortunate nothing like that happened. St. Augustine with the football again. 8:43 left till halftime.
And that's kind of the thing, Tony. It's like that's the difference between these two teams. Whatever team makes that one critical mistake is going to be the one that's going to change the game. So, like you said, it didn't happen that time, but, don't tempt fate.
Already an interception by St. Augustine. They have the football at the 35-yard line with a 7-0 lead. Firing over the middle and completing it at the 40-yard line to Yeoman. So just an easy completion there, kind of a pitch and catch. You go downfield, turn around, I'm going to throw it to you, and you're going to make the catch.
This reminds me of when I was at Temple, I played against Penn State, and the better defenses you play against, actually the easier it is to play offense because all the linebackers drop in the correct zones. Everyone's doing the right thing. So as a receiver or running back coming out of the backfield, you know exactly where to hook up, and that's kind of what happened right there. The wide out hooked up right in the zone. So the better teams you play, the easier it is to play offense.
Pick up of 5 yards. Here's Hill looking to sweep the right side with a blocker in front. Slowed in the backfield. Spins. Picks up a couple to the 44-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Ainge in there on the stop. Donovan Izuruku also involved. 3rd down at a yard, and
Breaks, checks back in.
yeah, I was going to say, if I was a betting man, I think I kind of know who's going to get the football.
Right.
But then again, because of the situation being a 3rd and 1, he's in the football game. You never know. You could fake it to him and bombs away in 7 points.
Whatever happened to the going on 2 or no play timeout, we can. Those days are long gone. A quarterback just can't run it straight, huh?
But instead, the give off the right side, and he's not going to get there.
And there you go. You got to take away their aggressiveness.
Charles Chiango with a carry there, Sam, and trying to cross him up a little bit, but it didn't pay dividends.
Thinking player is a slow player,
Now they're going to measure. I don't really know why they're going to measure, because when you take a look at it, the stick is absolutely right on the 45-yard line, and football is definitely short.
So as we look at it again, it looks like that penetration, which caused him to bounce it further than he wanted. Let's take a look. He has right there. Oh, he cuts it back into pursuit. Okay. Yeah. Those backside cutoff blocks are difficult to make. Wait a minute. If the lines are straight, it should be short, right?
I would think so, yeah. From our angle, it was definitely short of where the sticks were on the sideline, and it is short. So decision time for Pete Lancetta. You've got the football, you've got the lead. There's 6:48 left in this first quarter of play. Do you want to go for it here? And if you fail to make it, give Williamstown great field position, but let's see how they play it.
I know what Doug Peterson would do. He'd go for it.
So it appears Adam Heston's going to kick it. Back to receive it is Inge at his 27-yard line. The snap and the kick. Beautiful high spiral coming up before it is Inge and takes it at the 20, but then his momentum carries him out of bounds. The ball going to be marked right at the 20-yard line. So Williamstown with the football again has not been able to really sustain anything yet in this ball game with 6:35 left.
Bill Parcells, lesson 2, punt returners. If your shoulders are parallel with the sideline, you cannot catch it because you're going to run out of bounds. If you can turn them to be perpendicular, catch the ball, run upfield.
Like you talking about Parcells, being I'm a Giant fan, of course I'm suffering this year, but I'd like to hear the big tuna.
He let everybody know he's the best special teams coach in the league.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Here's Collins with a toss to Eames, looking to sweep the right side, makes the turn, has the first down, and more, picks up 12 before he's run out of bounds. Shorter making the stop, but not before, picks up the first down. We'll see it again.
Look at the execution. The running back stays 5 yards back and 5 yards outside at a 45-degree angle, giving the quarterback the opportunity to threaten the defender and then still pitch it. Good position. All right, good execution. That play was made before he had the ball.
Trips to the left side. Collins takes the snap, gives off
Hit it
to the left side. Campbell makes the turn across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Well executed there. DeMonte Campbell, the 5'7", 150-pounder, picks up another first down. Little jet sweep action there by Campbell.
So Campbell sees downfield. He sees the defender's getting ready to tackle him, but he's looking for his next move. That's a sign of a good ball carrier.
Trips to the right side. Again, Campbell in motion this time. It'll be Collins throwing over the middle and completing inside the 45 at the 46-yard line.
So they came back to the play that they had an interception on, and he fits right behind the 2 middle backers right here. They bite on a little bit of play fake. Remember we said earlier, a little bit of hesitation. All right, he's a slow football player. You know, that's what they did. They gave a little play fake. He fit right behind him.
Brandon Perkins with a reception. Again, Campbell in motion. Collins going to take it himself left side, but good defense there by St. Augustine. Still picks up a couple.
I like the play calling now. They're using their whole playbook right now, keeping St. Augustine off balance.
Advance of 3 yards to the 41 of St. Augustine. 5:20 left in this first half of play. The Hermits lead it 7-0, double slot for the Braves. Collins off the right side with a big hole. Collins has another first down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Hopefully,
check that. Sorry, Sam, 34-yard line.
Hopefully, we'll look at the receivers blocking downfield. It's called stock blocking. If he was able to hold this block a little longer, QB would be able to bounce it right here. All right, that's what we want to do. Our receivers need to get down there and be aggressive. Those little things make the difference.
They've been stacking first downs here on this drive. Collins again looking to pitch it, keep himself. Another nice gain inside the 25 to the 22-yard line.
Now, what that outside backer and tried to do is called slow playing it. He wanted to play the quarterback, force him to pitch it, and then also play the running back. But, you know, you got to be a heck of an athlete to do that. That's not something that's common. You got to be really good to slow play.
Another first down. Quas makes the stop. One of those 2 outstanding linebackers, and now timeout is called.
Oh, they have timeout. If we have a chance, can we see that? If we see that last one, is it too late? That guy has to attack the quarterback as soon as he gets the ball, forcing the pitch earlier, giving the defense a chance.
7-0, St. Augustine on top, and take the next step towards your future and see what the Hermits Brotherhood is all about. Visit St. Augustine Prep on Friday, November 9th for the annual open house event. St. Augustine Prep strives to educate the whole person through a personalized, values-based academic experience, a robust co-curricular and social service program, and over 20 varsity-level sports. Register today at hermitsopenhouse.com. I think they want to talk things over, Sam, because obviously they're getting gouged on play after play here by Williamstown. They want to try to make some adjustments or kind of get the defense to understand what's happening to them.
mini goal number 1, they had Rakes had his hands on his hips. So, you know, the offense is working the way they want it to work. So that's probably the second reason why they're timeout.
Williamstown with the first down. They're trailing 7-0. 4:43 left in this first half of play.
After the timeout, it'll be first down and 10 to go for the Braves.
That's all their timeouts?
That could be, yeah. Collins looking to the sidelines, going to take it himself into traffic at the 21-yard line. The hole closed very quickly on Collins.
Yeah, they tried to run a counter there, and Rakes wasn't having any of it. He was not getting blocked down, so they couldn't get around him to run the counter.
Just a yard on the play, 2nd and 9. Julian Graviner checks in for the Braves. Approaching 4 minutes left in this first half. Collins. Ainge finds room up the middle for the touchdown.
Great drive, great play. There's the Williamstown. They've shown up.
See it again. We'll get back to that in just a second. Touchdown. See it right here.
All right, hits right by Fowles' back, right up. Now he gets walled off by the interior lineman. Good blocking. Good blocking. Nice play.
Pomerleau to attempt. And the kick is good. So with 4 minutes exactly left here in this first half of play, 24-yard run for the touchdown, and we're all knotted at 7. Sometimes it takes a team offensively a little bit of time to get started, to get their act together, and they got it together there.
Certainly. They answered the bell. They came back. All right. Now they were knotted back up. Kind of what we expected.
7-7. The undefeated Williamstown Braves knotting it up. St. Augustine scoring first. Nothing to choose between the two teams right here. And St. Augustine, with 4 minutes left in this first half, will have another opportunity.
Now, their last drive had to be, I think, a 6 or 7 minute drive. Well, the scoring drive had to be a 6 or 7 minute drive. They're going to have to go for a big play on one of these drives.
Hill and Shorter back to receive it.
Because they used up all the time. I think they used up all the timeouts.
And St. Augustine will get the football to start the second half as well.
That's right.
So this is a very important drive, both teams.
St. Augustine wants to get at least 3. Williamstown, maybe, hoping for a 3 and out. Maybe add to the score.
Nicholas Pomerleau will kick it away, left-footed kicker. (7-7). 4 minutes left till halftime. A kick and a whistle.
Offsides.
Flag. They'll kick it again. And as you mentioned, one of those little things, because now you've got to kick it from 5 yards further back. Gives the return team a better opportunity to give their team good field position.
The returner's got a quick look at the ball and where it's going to go, its trajectory and all that, so they have a better position for this kick now.
Pomerleau will try it again. Late arriving crowd for St. Augustine, but as you can see across the way, they're packing the stands. They travel well.
They sure do.
Pomerleau to kick it.
It's a returnable ball.
At the 8-yard line. Hill going to be tackled at the 18-yard line. Great coverage there by Williamstown as they didn't give him a chance to get anywhere near started.
Now I saw something that at least I thought was outlawed. You are not allowed to do wedges anymore. They're kind of close, so you can't see it on the replay, but they're kind of outlawed. Any wedges more than 2 guys. All right, so if you get 4 guys together, you know that can cause injury. But maybe they're far enough apart to where it's okay.
First down. St. Augustine with a football at the 19-yard line.
So if they are doing a wedge, they need to set the wedge 10 yards from the receiver. They set it too far. They ran around the wedge. That's why they made the tackle.
DeCanto splits far out to the right side. Allen will duck in. DeCanto peels to the left side. He's going to get it. Has a blocker in front. Makes the turn upfield. Picks up 5 or 6. Across the 25-yard line to the 26. That'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Those faster hitting outside plays, they've been successful all day. The only time it's a struggle is if they do it from the back that's offset opposite the flow.
Shorter splits to the right side. Offset eye. Here's Hill. He can't get started at all. He's hit in the backfield and thrown for a loss. Busting through there was Samuel Ray, the 6'2", 280-pound senior for the Braves.
Great play. Disrupted the entire play. Getting in there, disrupted the timing. Play was doomed from the start.
So now 3rd and 5 for the Hermits. 2:50 remaining in the first half. All tied up at 7. Robert Reynolds splits far out to the right side. Slot formation, and now a flag. St. Augustine's pointing to Williamstown. Williamstown's pointing to them. So let's see if we can sort this out. And the call goes against St. Augustine for a false start.
I was thinking they did the off not seen going to. Well, no, they just jumped apparently. Maybe that's why they don't go into. Maybe that's the reason why.
Some changes on defense for Williamstown. Now a timeout is called by the Braves. 3rd and 9 coming up for St. Augustine with 2:32 left till halftime. Atlantic Care Urgent Care Centers are located throughout South Jersey, staffed with board-certified providers, registered nurses, and x-ray technologists. They provide care for non-life-threatening emergencies and illnesses 7 days a week, including holidays, without an appointment or long wait times. X-ray and lab services are right on site. If the unexpected happens, it's the urgent care you know you can trust. For a complete list of hours and locations, visit atlanticcare.org/urgent. 2:32 left till halftime. Williamstown taking a timeout. They know this is a big play right here, so they want to be prepared defensively for what St. Augustine plans on throwing at them.
You said it earlier. They get the ball St. Augustine gets the ball in the second half. So maybe Williamstown, if they stop them here, can use their timeouts and maybe get a chance to score. Big play.
3rd down and 9 for the Hermits. Robert Reynolds again splits far out to the right side. Double slot. Allen. Great protection. Now it's breaking down. Rolls to his right. Looks to pump, then throws to the right sideline. Incomplete.
That's exactly what they wanted to happen. Play it to the hands. I thought they were going to hit the seams on a quick play, on a quick pattern, but he kind of bailed on the pocket early. Should be interesting now, this last couple minutes of the half.
Just wanted to get rid of it there. Not take the loss.
Which in itself is a good play. I mean, you don't throw an interception, you don't take a sack.
Of course, the other part of that play is it was an incomplete pass. Stops the clock. Williamstown likes that. Eanes back. Heston to kick it. High. Getting away from it is Eanes, and the roll for St. Augustine. They're going to let it roll dead at the 41-yard line of Williamstown.
Maybe those 8 seconds and 8 yards won't make a difference. We'll see.
The Braves with the football, tied at 7 with 2:12 left in this first half of play.
So you have two schools of thought, open your offense up and go for it, or stick with what worked, use your timeouts, and get down the field and see what happens.
Empty backfield. Peeling to the right side is Eanes. Gets the call that he falls down, may have tripped over Allen or someone and just went down.
Yeah, just a misfortune exchange, lost his footing.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
And the clock's running.
Williamstown not in any real hurry here, Sam, as they look to the sideline to get the play, but time's a wasting down to 1:40 left in the first half.
Yeah. Now, if you get a big set of yards, you'll keep going. If not, you're just going to run the clock out.
Double slot, 2nd and 12. Campbell in motion, back to pass is Allen, being rushed now from the backside. Allen continues rolling left, throws and check that, I should say. That was Collins throwing, completes the football to the 49-yard line of St. Augustine. Making the reception was Brandon Perkins. And picks up a first down from where they're marking it. Still haven't moved the sticks, but it is a first down.
Great play by the QB to buy himself some more time. It looked like they had him dead to rights. He gave up a couple yards, was able to turn his shoulders and get it downfield. That's a great athletic play. You would like to see that receiver catch the ball and get out of bounds and save him a timeout here because he had the first down right after he caught the ball.
1:12 left till halftime. Williamstown calls another timeout. Over the years, Third Base Sports and Trophies has grown into one of the leading companies on the East Coast in providing all of your trophy and apparel needs. Located at 1960 Cuthbert Road in Cherry Hill, they provide one-stop shopping to their customers with outstanding quality, service, and affordability. Open Monday through Friday from 9 till 5 and Saturday from 9 till noon. Phone 856-665-0114. Remember to stop at Third Base on your way home. First down for Williamstown. All tied up with St. Augustine at 7. 1:12 left in this first half of play. Winner of this game will win the American Division of the West Jersey Football League. Again, the double slot formation. In the spread is Allen. The toss to Eanes with a one-hand catch. Eanes turns the corner along the right sideline. Eanes accelerates. He's to the 30-yard line of St. Augustine and then wisely runs out of bounds there, Sam, to stop the clock.
Williamstown does a good job of staying in their offense, staying with what worked, as we talked about before the game. Again, good pitch relationship. He hits the corner. Maybe in the middle of the game, he could have cut it up and tried to make some big plays, but he's smart enough to keep it outside and get to the sideline. Middle of the game, he can cut it back and forth and try and do something, but good play.
At the 31-yard line, Allen now rolls to his left. Allen sets, throws deep to the left side, and this one is intercepted, is it? Let's see. They both have the football. It's a touchdown.
Excellent play. Oh, we got to see that. Well, you guys can't see it now, but the defender was right there to make the interception, and the receiver did not give up on the ball, fought for it. Looks like he may have pulled it out of his hands at the last second. Let's take a look. That's a rail pattern. Defender's there. He grabbed it at the last second, pulled it out. tie goes to the offensive player.
Referees call their third and final timeout of the first half.
I think that was Brandon Perkins on the reception.
So, like we talked about, that 3rd and 10 when St. Augustine had the ball and they threw it out of bounds, it was preserving all the time for Williamstown. It's coming back to haunt them right now.
Called another timeout, did Williamstown, talking things over. Don't know if they're talking about, okay, do we want to go for just the traditional, or are we going to go for 2?
I'm not sure why you're going to go for 2 here. If they do that, then they have some plans, some future plans.
So it looks like they're going to kick the extra point.
Oh, okay.
Attempting the extra point to the Braves, Nick Pomeroy on the hold, touchdown.
Pomerleau will attempt. 13-7. The snap and the kick, but a marker.
Strong leg. Strong
Right
leg.
down before the snap.
False start. Against the Braves.
Was it the center? Did he move the ball? Was that it or what? I don't remember. I didn't see if someone jumped or was the center with the ball.
Well, either way, it's going to cost them 5, and they'll have to do it again. This time, they'll be kicking from the 15-yard line, so a 25-yard extra point. Nicholas Pomerleau will attempt again. The snap, the boot, and it's good. So 14-7 now. Williamstown on top of St. Augustine with just 54.7 seconds remaining in the first half. The Williamstown Huddle Club supports the Williamstown High School football team at home games. The Huddle Club sells Williamstown gear and conducts a 50-50 raffle to raise funds for the team. Support the Williamstown Huddle Club throughout the season. The Huddle Club is proud to be part of tonight's live coverage. So after taking a 7-0 lead, St. Augustine has been outscored 14-0 by the Williamstown Braves. Some scores from South Jersey. Rancocas Valley leads Shawnee 13-7. Holy Spirit over St. Joe's 14-6. Deptford winning over Haddonfield. I should say tied with Haddonfield 7-7. Cherokee and Lenape all tied at 7. Delran 21, Princeton nothing. Cherry Hill West 20-zip over Cumberland. Audubon a 20-0 lead over Lindenwold. Mainland over Ocean City 14-13. Pleasantville 26, Middle nothing. And Collingswood with a 6-0 lead over Sterling. Getting you caught up on all the action around South Jersey. This, of course, the premier game of the evening. The Cantu again will be booting it away.
There's no secret to why Williamstown has enjoyed this success. They are not going to get rattled, and they are not going to change what they're doing.
Pomerleau with a kick. Going to be taken at the 10-yard line across the 20 to the 26-yard line. That's where they'll open for business at the 26, but with only just shy of 50 seconds left in this first half, Sam. I don't know if they're going to really risk a mistake here, given the fact they are going to get the football to start the second half.
Oh, yeah. Maybe give their players some room to make a play in space, nothing too dangerous, see if you can break a tackle, make a move, but yeah, nothing too high risk.
Slot formation to the left side. Cantu splits to the right. Inside handoff to Hill. But again, running the football, probably just running out the clock here. I mean, if he broke it for a touchdown, they would take it, but.
Yeah, good safe call. defense is, backed up. D-line's rushing for the pass. Maybe you can slip by one person. Not a bad call, especially like you said already, they're getting the ball back. So
not looking to call any timeouts because they don't have any. Slot formations on the left side. This will be the last play of the first half. Again, Hill with the call. Hill with room. Hill breaks a tackle and he's caught across the 35 and 37-yard line. First down, but that's going to be the last play of the first half. Williamstown rallying to lead 14-7 here at halftime. And the officials put the clock back in motion. Everybody's leaving the field, so they feel kind of lonely out there. But they put the football down. They have to run out the clock, and that's it. That's the end of the first half of play. With the score, Williamstown on top of St. Augustine. The score 14-7. Trimble & Armineau is a general practice law firm offering a wide range of legal services to public and private clients. Trimble & Armineau is comprised of knowledgeable and experienced professionals who work as a team to obtain the best possible outcomes for their clients. With over 50 years combined experience, they provide personalized attention, a dedicated staff, and a commitment to pursue what you deserve. Whatever legal problems you have, bring them to Trimble & Armineau in the Washington Professional Campus, Black Horse Pike in Turnersville. Phone Trimble & Armineau at 856-232-9500. Coverage of St. Augustine Prep is brought to you by Anata Wine Bar, 216 Bellevue Avenue in the heart of Hamilton. Phone 609-704-9797. Call for reservations to book your next event. That's Anata. So we're at halftime, and it's 14-7. Williamstown. They lead it over St. Augustine in a much anticipated game here, Sam, and I don't think we were really disappointed in the first half. Both teams playing well. Williamstown falling behind 7-zip, but just staying with what they do, and then they kind of found their personality and took the football to score, and then, of course, that great throw, the completion from Collins to Brandon Perkins on what looked like a kind of a play at first base where Ty goes to the runner, but Ty goes to the receiver, right, as he made a great catch there.
That's going to be our call today. There's something to be said about being 8-0. 8-0 gives your team confidence, with mistakes made or even not being in the lead. 8-0 really says something about your team. If we were having a pickup football game in the Sandlot, there's a lot of St. Augustine players that I'd pick, but as a team, Williamstown plays together as well as anybody we've seen.
They do, and they got their mojo kind of in that second quarter, and then they really seemed to get their act together and were very effective on offense against a very, very good defense that this St. Augustine Hermits team has. And they now lead at 14-7, showing a lot of diversity on offense, both with Collins running that toss play to Eames, which has been run with a lot of success, but also being able to throw the football sparingly but effectively as Collins. And, of course, he can run it as well. So he's very dangerous, is Collins, because he can do so many things very well.
What I like, and from the coaching perspective, is the coaches are not putting their players in position to make mistakes. They're I wouldn't say conservative, but they're sticking to what they do best. The most high risk play they've run so far is the option. Other than that, they've stuck to their offense. Actually on both sides of the ball. Nothing spectacular, but it's a well coached game. It's a well executed game, and much like we thought, it's gonna come down to some fatal mistake or some fatal flaw by one of the two teams.
Going to recap the scoring here in this first half of play. 33 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 5-yard touchdown run by 285-pound Isaiah Rakes. Point after touchdown was good, and that made it 7-0. Let's take a look at that play right here. Rakes right up the middle for the touchdown. And the extra point good made it 7-0. In the second quarter, with 4 minutes remaining, 24-yard touchdown run by Wade Inge. The extra point was good.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the pride of Monroe.
Here's Inge.
The Williamstown High School.
Straight up the gut for the touchdown. And then the final touchdown right before halftime, Collins with a touchdown to Campbell, who wrestled the football away. Take a look at this play. Looked like they both had it simultaneously, but Campbell coming away with it in the eyes of the officials, and the extra point was good as well. And that's where we are right now, with Williamstown on top of St. Augustine, 14-0. There's the extra point. Don't want to miss the extra point, of course, right?
No, that's what normally happens in close games like this. But like I said, I like what we see so far. We should look at a little bit more in the second half. Looks like the weather is holding up.
Yeah, that's important, because it could have been Nor'easter City here. Right now, though, we're going to take a look on the field at the Williamstown Marching Band, and going to give you some listening enjoyment to their talents as we are at halftime. Williamstown, the Braves on top, 14-7 over St. Augustine. Enjoy. Hope you enjoyed the performance by the Williamstown Marching Band. We are at halftime. Williamstown on top by the score of 14-7 over St. Augustine. A long-standing partner of St. Augustine Prep, Toyota of Vineland, is ready to assist you in finding your next vehicle, selling and providing services to friends, family, and customers for over 25 years. Toyota of Vineland offers a variety of new and thoroughly inspected pre-owned cars. Visit them on Delsey Drive in Vineland or head over to toyotavineland.com. They have the cars and trucks you need, and they have them at the price you want. So 14-7, Williamstown on top of St. Augustine. And as we've said many times throughout this year on broadcasts we've done, the first drive of that third quarter, very important in this game, especially for St. Augustine here, because they're trailed 14-7. And they've been outscored 14-0 since they scored first at the end of the first quarter of play. So Williamstown kind of got their groove on in that second quarter, and they kind of had the momentum in the second quarter, and St. Augustine really couldn't get much go.
It'll be interesting to see over their 5-game win streak how often St. Augustine has been behind. What they do when they have to catch the other team. For Williamstown, you know what? Don't change much. Do what you're doing. Watch for the big play because you know it's just a matter of time before St. Augustine hits it downfield. Daco too is gonna come at them, but you can hold off those 1 or 2 times. Have a good game plan. Hold the ball. You should be good. St. Augustine had a 6 or 7 minute drive earlier. They got to get back to that. The field should be okay, but it looks like the weather's deteriorating a little bit. The temperature has dropped. Little sprinkles here and there. For the guys playing, it shouldn't make a difference.
Yeah, compared to what the weather forecast was, this is welcome.
Manna from heaven.
Because there's a nor'easter coming. I mean, it's not one of those nor'easters that we've become very accustomed to here in the Northeast, but it's going to deteriorate a heck of a lot more overnight. and into tomorrow, where you're going to have the heavy rains and gusts up to 40 or 50 miles an hour. So compared to that, we'll take this.
Great college football watching weather on your couch.
That's it. Sunday's supposed to be okay in the Northeast, though, for the pro games. So that's good news. But I think for the next 5 or 6 days, there's rain on the forecast every single day.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny you mention the pro games. Since we're in this area, I guess most of us are Eagles fans. Most of us are Eagles fans.
They are, yes.
We're going to watch our game 9 in the morning.
That's
on
right.
Sunday. That's right. They're over in London. And so that should be an early one.
Be an interesting matchup. Play Jacksonville, I believe, right?
Now, Jacksonville's been over there, I think, 5 straight years.
Really?
They've gone over there.
Wow.
Yeah. And the Eagles, first time for the Eagles. I don't know. I wonder if that's going to be an advantage for them, the time change, all that kind of stuff, or does it make a difference?
Probably not. I mean, Jacksonville is struggling big time. I mean, they're one of the favorites in the AFC after what they did last year, taking the Patriots to the brink and finally succumbing to New England. But they had that great defense, but their defense isn't playing that well. And, of course, the offense with Blake Bortles struggling, really having their issues. So going to see if they can get it turned around.
This weather reminds me, I coached in NFL Europe 2 years over there with the England Monarchs, and this is the kind of weather. This was about as bad as it got. It was, during the summer it was warm, but for a cold day it would be what's similar to today. A little bit of sprinkles here and there because it rains every 15 minutes over there, and nice green grass and the fields stay in shape. So it's all mental more than physical challenges.
Yeah, they're trying to spread the game around, playing those games in London, mostly.
Yeah, you have people that are watching because there's so many military bases there. All the servicemen come watch the game, and you have a little bit of interest from the locals. But you have to be careful because you have to say American football. You just can't say football because that'll be soccer, and they're interested in it, and they just want to see the spectacle, and so much better than when they first started because we started playing. We started playing at the Wembley Stadium, and it was packed in the beginning, but then after a couple of years it went down for NFL Europe, so we ended up moving to a smaller venue to fill it up. So.
Yeah, I think they're building a new stadium in London, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, saw the progress of the stadium they're building out in L.A.
Oh, yeah.
Going to be amazing. I think
it's
$2.5 billion. I mean, it's not just a stadium, obviously. It's going to be a lot more, but then there's going to be 2 teams playing there, but it's quite a spectacle, no question about it.
As soon as you're amazed by Mercedes Stadium in Atlanta with that retracting roof, they go build on one that's going to top it.
Yeah, it's going to almost appear that while you do have the roof, it's also going to make you feel like you're still outside.
Right.
So it's kind of unique. As you can see, St. Augustine and Williamstown are back on the field. See the center of the field right here. And again, the weather, not really, I don't think, going to be a major factor the rest of the way, even though it's probably going to get worse as the game progresses. So looking at the second half, Sam, what do you expect? As far as St. Augustine, they're probably going to make some adjustments on defense, as in that second quarter they were kind of getting gashed by Williamstown. They're probably going to make some adjustments. Williamstown team, what do you expect from them?
I think they're going to have some more run blitzes and maybe slant the line. So they have Rakes and those guys up front. They're not doing bad sitting where they're at, but if they're going to keep getting gouged by 6 or 7 yards, you're going to have to maybe a couple twists or slant the line or do something to get them in the backfield, to get Williamstown and long down in distance, because once they're there, then it kind of evens out. If they stay ahead of the sticks, St. Augustine is going to be in a tough road. And offensively, they have to go downfield. They're going to hit the seams and they're going to hit the fade they go to, and that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to let the athletes come, make the plays, and not just scheme their way out of it. They're going to have to big play their way out of it.
And Williamstown, of course, probably just going to say, hey, look, guys, we're doing what we want to do. It's working. We've found some things that work against this defense. Let's just continue to do what we've been doing. And then, of course, if St. Augustine has made some adjustments that have going to be effective against their offense, then, of course, you have to make those in-game adjustments as well. So that's probably what they're going to do. It's just a chess match back and forth.
And you best believe that option that they've had success with, there's a play off of that. There's a reverse off of that. There's an option pass. There's something to counter that play. So as soon as Williamstown runs it a few times and St. Augustine comes up on it, they're going to go over the top of their heads or run it back the other way.
So just about ready for the start of the second half from Williamstown. The Braves on top 14-7, outscoring St. Augustine 14-0 after St. Augustine took the early lead in this game. Shorter is going to be back to receive it. Along with Dakota.
I would like to see them put their returners on the goal line so they can run up and catch the kick. The kicker has a leg. He's going to kick it, around the 5. Rather than backing up, catching it with your hands above your shoulder pads, you can back up and catch it forward. That's a second or two. That's one more arm tackle broken, which makes a difference on the return. But we'll see what they do.
Parmalu will kick it away from the left hash. Left-footed kicker. So here we go, second half of play. Williamstown on top of St. Augustine 14-7. Here's the kick, headed for Dakota. He takes it at the 7, bobbles it, now steadies to the left side. To the 25-yard line, a fumble, a loose ball. No call, no indication as of yet. Williamstown says they got the football.
The one thing they could not afford to happen.
And the officials agree they do have the football as Dakota coughs it up at the 24-yard line.
Catches at the 6, ball's in the wrong hand. He should tuck it up here. Nice tackle. That's a great tackle.
Good stick there, and the ball comes out.
Makes you wonder if the sprinkles and the weather had something to do with him coughing the ball up.
But whatever the cause, bottom line is Williamstown with a lead has the football at the 23-yard line of St. Augustine. So if ever St. Augustine wants to put forth a defensive stop, this is the time they want to do that. Eames looking to sweep the right side, being hemmed in, and he's going to maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but really had nowhere to run there. They stretched it out nicely, did St. Augustine.
Not a bad job. He got what he could, but it looked like there could have been a seam inside, especially, you're not technically in the red zone, but you're close enough in the red zone, you just want to hit it north and south.
No gain on first down. Trips to the left side for Williamstown with a slot to the right, an empty backfield for Collins. Taking the snap.
All right, remember that formation. They were down one defender. He did not get outside the hash. If they hit a quick hitter to one of the wideouts out there, there's a quick score right away.
Penalty marked off against Williamstown.
Oh, not this one.
Now 2nd and 15. Ball is brought back to the 27-yard line of St. Augustine. Collins. Looking to sweep the left side as Eames able to break a tackle to the 21-yard line, so did well to get what he could there. Bonchek makes the stop, but Eames pulls free from one tackle and picks up a nice gain. Now it's 3rd and 8.
Which is the importance of staying ahead of the sticks. You take the penalty away, or it'll be 3rd and 2, or it'll change the whole dynamic of what you're doing. You can run the ball here if you see something, but it commonly is a passing down, and the risk of a mistake goes higher, especially when you get a turnover like that.
21-yard line is where the ball is marked. Slot formation to the right side. Collins, long count, takes the snap. Rolling right, throws back the other way. Missed tackle inside the 20, inside the 10, and he's knocked down at the 7-yard line.
Small things, great play, great throwback screen. If he slows down, which it's hard to tell a football player to slow down, and stays behind his blocker, he walks into the end zone. But players are trying their best to do what they can do. Is there a penalty on this play?
It appears there is a penalty, and that's going to be holding against Williamstown. That one's coming back, so mistakes are killing Williamstown on this drive, Sam. They got the football off the turnover. DeCoteau coughs it up on the kickoff. No gain on the first play. Legal procedure on the second play costs him 5. And on this play, holding call is going to force him back outside the 35-yard line to the 37-yard line. And it's going to be third down.
This is what I expected at the beginning of the game, with the nerves, not the third quarter.
We're saying third down at 21, but from our vantage point, it looks like it's going to be more than that. The ball is marked at the 38-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
And they need
maybe 22, 23.
15, 14, 13-yard line for a first down. You do the math. Taking the snap. Here's Collins off play action. Sets. Great protection. Now rolling out to his left. Going to be hemmed in. Stutter stepping, and he's just going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 35-yard line at the 34-yard line. So that made possible by what must have been good coverage in the secondary. Just couldn't find anybody.
No, everybody was, there's a potential to throw it back across the field, but it would have been picked off or something. It's a shame they had. It's actually a great stand by St. Augustine's defense, but it was really marred by penalties. That was Williamstown self-destructing a little bit on that drive.
Huge defensive stand, if you want to call it that, by St. Augustine, because they scored there. It would have been 21 or possibly 21-7 off the turnover, and now they're going to punt the football and look to pin them deep in their own territory and let their defense go to work. The snap. The kick high. They're going to let it go into the end zone, or do they? No, they did not. The catch made at the 5-yard line. Shorter making the reception.
Yeah, they have to be careful. There's the thing called the halo. It's like a 2-yard circle around the receiver. The defenders have to stay outside the halo so they don't disrupt the catch. Many times you tell gunners or guys that run downfield to cover the punt to go behind the returner in case he slips through and he muffs it, especially if he fair catches it.
Or sometimes they tell the players on the kicking team to go behind the receiver to down it at the 1-foot line if they're looking to pin him deep.
Absolutely.
Slot formation to the left side. They give to the right side. Hill is hemmed in right at the line of scrimmage for no gain whatsoever. And you can see why that defense is so good. 36 points the entire season they've given up, this defense.
It's amazing. And you can see right there why. then 80% of the defense was on the tackle.
Second down, no gain, may have lost a half a yard. They really have not been effective at all, St. Augustine, for the most part, running the football. Second down, we'll call it 10.
Yeah. They're going to have to freeze the line. I'm sorry.
No,
they're going to freeze the backers if they're going to run inside, or they need to go back outside.
Allen will duck in. Takes the snap. Gives up the middle. Pickup of 2, maybe 3. That's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Well, all may not be lost for Williamstown. They stop them here. They're back to really good field position.
So 3rd and 8. Allen, they give off left side. Across the 10, he's still driving, and he smashes forward to around the 15-yard line, but going to be short of the first down. So they will be forced to punt the football. Rancocas Valley leads Shawnee. Some other scores, 20-7 Eastern. Kingsway all tied at 14. Haddonfield 15, Deptford 7. Camden over Willingboro 14-7. Lenape 13, Cherokee 7. Burlington Township 7, Winslow 6. Pleasantville all over Middle 33-3. Florence 7, New Egypt 6. Delran 42. Princeton zip, and Cedar Creek blanking Camden Catholic 41-0. Here's the kick. Kicking it away from Means. It bounces down at the 47-yard line, and it's down right about there. So Adam Heston has done a nice job punting the football for St. Augustine. But Williamstown able to hold St. Augustine, and now they have the football back in excellent field position. They lead at 14-7 with 7:24 left in this 3rd quarter of play. Open for business at their own 47-yard line.
All right, so they eliminate the mistakes from this drive. They have a chance to take a commanding lead.
Here's Collins,
Keep coming.
to pitch, but keeps it himself. Turns the corner, fumbles the football, and this time St. Augustine says they have it, and they do. So turnabout is fair play, and now something that St. Augustine might have needed to give them a spark.
Now, when we talked about slow playing before, you see the defender right there. That's exactly what he wanted to do. The quarterback needs to force him by cutting up sooner to either commit to the tackle or commit to the pitch. It's the second time we've seen ball handling issues. I'm not sure if it's related to the weather, a little bit of rain, but none of that was in the first half of the game. In the second half, things are changing.
Injured player down for St. Augustine. They're going to be tending to him. Making the tackle on that last play was Adam Heston. 14-7, Williamstown leads it, but St. Augustine on the big turnover has the football. Green Tree Mortgage is a proud partner of St. Augustine Prep and Hermits football. By choosing Green Tree Mortgage as your lender, you have found the solution. Now let them help you fulfill your dreams. Visit Green. The Pickwickian features delicious burgers, seasonal specials, and fine hand-carved meat slowly smoked on site. Stop by today and enjoy a plate of their signature fall-off-the-bone smoked wings, or visit pickwickian.net to view the full restaurant and bar menu. Pickwickian Tavern and Smokery. Phone 856-212-3205. St. Augustine with a football in Williamstown territory, off the turnover that is, and the give off left side, picking up 5 or 6.
Good hard run on the inside. I mean, they stick to that. They're back to the, as we say, staying ahead of the sticks.
Pickup of 5. That's what they've got to do more of, is 5 down, 5 yards on first down. Running the football. Rakes also in the ball game is great blocker. Give off the left side for 1, maybe 2. Brown on the carry.
So what you look at here, if they get the first down here, they know what Williamstown's going to do versus a run formation on first down. They get a chance at another first down. They should come with a play-action pass to the tight end right in the middle of the field.
Aaron Lewis on that last tackle. Now 3rd and a long 4 for the Hermits. Trailing at 14-7, approaching 6 minutes left in the 3rd.
Is Daco 2 still out? They come back in?
Sincere Ray splits out to the right side with a slot formation on a third and a long 4. Allen fires left sideline. It's complete, but turning back inside is shorter, and he might have lost the first down. Check that. That was DeContu.
Small things. He had the first down just with the reception. Take that drop step, turn, get tackled, get a first down.
No doubt they'll be going for it here, but sometimes you try to do too much, just make the play turn upfield.
Right.
Got to be aware of where the sticks are, and they were right to his left. But he decided to try to make a nice play, a bigger play, and it blew up in his face.
Yeah, it's hard to tell a player, you know, don't give extra effort, but you got to time and place. You got to look at the circumstances.
4th down and 2. Big play here for St. Augustine. Rakes to the left side. Rakes stumbles, but he's got the first down and more to the 35-yard line of Williamstown. off the left side, the big guy able to pick up the first. He did stumble, lost his footing a little bit, but still able to lean forward, and when he leans forward, he's going to pick up some yardage.
You know, if you have a Rakes, then you can take a step back and make make an extra play. You know, as your fail-safe.
First down, ball marked at the 34-yard line of Williamstown.
I'm looking at Williamstown's sign on their sideline. They have a Temple Alice as one of the signals. I just want to point that out to everybody.
Slot formation to the right side. Here's Allen. Again, the quick pitch to the left side is complete. Close to another first down. DeContu makes the reception. Defending on the play was Inge. Kotu is a quality receiver, the leading receiver. Picks up 9 on first down. DeContu to the right side along with Shorter. 2nd and 1. To give off the right side. First down.
Calling it short. Calling it short.
It was short. Okay, Justin Brown looked like he had it.
They did it like he had it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, it really is going to be short. Look at that.
So 3rd down now and a yard. Pete Lancetta communicating directly with Chris Allen, the quarterback. DeContu to the right side along with Shorter. 3rd and 1, and the quarterback sneak is going to pick it up. Of course, everybody in the whole place here expected Isaiah Riggs to get the carry, and they not this time.
Yep.
So St. Augustine looking to take advantage of the turnover, the fumble.
So that's, I mean, wow, what a change of events. A fumble over there could have made it 21-7. Now we can tie it up with momentum swinging the other way, and they are taking, looks like, most of the 3rd quarter up with this drive.
Shorter left, DeContu right. Under center is Allen. They give us to Brown off the left side. Brown with a surge to the 20. Picks up 3 or 4.
Those are good, hard, tough yards, you know.
Yeah, they're mostly running between the tackles, and they're getting a nice push. I mean, they got to have a very good offensive line size-wise, especially left tackle Jake Ketchek, who is 6'4" and 310 and just a sophomore. Just a baby.
That doesn't hurt. Just a baby. Oh, my goodness. There used to be the time when those 6'4", 300-pounders were, you know, a giant among boys. Now they fit right in.
Slot to the right. Pickup of 3 on first. It's 2nd and 7 from the 20 of Williamstown. Here's the snap. Allen, quick throw to the right side, but that's incomplete. It's picked up by St. Augustine, as Sam encouraged them to do. Because as he said, don't let the officials decide things for you. You just pick it up and let them call it. Brandon Perkins picked it up wisely, but was ruled a pass, forward pass. 3rd and 7 from the 20 of Williamstown. And this could be 4-down territory. It's 1:41 left in the 3rd.
Yeah, I'm thinking the way they're methodically moving down the field, they're going to not only go for it on 4th, they're looking to score a touchdown here. The field goal's not going to get it for them.
Allen with a play rejoins the huddle. Ray splits out to the left side with a slot. Decotu to the right side.
Counter.
The give up the middle of Brown. Brown has a big hole. He's to the 15-yard line. Very close to a first down, but I don't know if he got it. It appears he's short by a couple of yards.
Good hard run.
4th and 2. Going to be an interesting call here by Coach Lancetta as he communicates directly with Chris Allen, the quarterback. We've seen a quarterback sneak. We've seen Isaiah Rakes on numerous occasions with a carry. What will they do here?
We've also seen him lead block on ISO, weak side. So he maybe to the left. There you go, on 2. Like that. He's a lead blocker, this one.
Oh! Belted right at the line of scrimmage.
Smokes.
For no gain. And they're going to be turned aside. Julian Gravener appears to have made the first hit, and it was an impressive hit to turn Brown aside, and Williamstown takes over.
Tony, we talked about it right at halftime. I mean, you know, St. Augustine has those athletes, and no one would be ashamed to have them, but Williamstown as a team plays together, which results in an 8-0 season. You can see why they're 8-0.
Collins gives off to Inge off the left side, and he's across the 20 to the 22-yard line. Picks up some 5 or 6. Interesting, we haven't seen in the second half Nasir Hill, the freshman.
Right.
So don't know if he's injured, but Brown has been carrying the football for the Hermits. Pickup of 6.
St. Augustine better be careful here because, you know, players have a lot of two-way players, and they need to focus on what just happened, and they're an arm tackle away. They're an arm tackle away from having Williamstown make a big play. I mean, that last play right there, instead of having shoulders on the ball, is arm tackles and reaching.
That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. No scoring here in this 3rd quarter. Williamstown continues to lead it 14-7. Well, take the next step towards your future and see what the Hermit Brotherhood is all about. Visit St. Augustine Prep on Friday, November 9th for the annual open house event. St. Augustine Prep strives to educate the whole person through a personalized, values-based academic experience, a robust co-curricular and social service program, and over 20 varsity-level sports. Register today at hermitsopenhouse.com. So we begin the 4th and final quarter. 14-7, Williamstown continues to lead it. No scoring in that 3rd quarter. And interesting, Sam, that both teams got turnovers and neither able to take advantage.
Right. You would think, well, you know, especially with the turnover St. Augustine committed, Williamstown was in scoring position, but they self-destructed there a little bit. It wasn't as much as what St. Augustine did, but Williamstown self-destructed. But that big, not only the fumble, but that turnover, which is, I call, you know, the 4th down stoppage, that's a big play. That's a momentum builder. That's, hey, guys, we can do it. We can do it as a team. We don't need one person to jump up and make a big play for us. It's 2 schools of thought.
So Williamstown with the lead and with the football. 2nd and 3.
I'm telling you right now, with option or option pad, this is the down to do that, what you've been setting up all day long. All right, the Hermits are still thinking about that 4th down play. You have a chance to do something right now. Things are going your way. It's a change of quarter. They're not focused on what they just saw. This is your time to do it.
See Williamstown shifting receivers to the right side. They are now ready. Second and a long 3. Collins going to keep it himself. Collins looking to circle the right end, makes the turn along the right sideline. Collins is pushed out of bounds at the midfield line. See where they mark it.
Man, what an athlete can do. You see him give ground and run around the defenders here. There's the ball. He sees they have him, gives ground, comes around, cuts it, hits it.
22-yard advance on the play by Collins, the quarterback, and as we have mentioned many times, he is multi-dimensional, can run it and throw it.
He flashes. He flashes.
Big first down for the Braves with the slot formation to the left side. Collins, they give to Eanes, looking to circle the left end, breaks one tackle, breaks another, continues along the left sideline into St. Augustine territory to the 47-yard line. So big time effort there by Wade Eanes.
So we talked about, what are you seeing now, Tony? You're seeing a lot of reaching, a lot of defenders half step out of the way. You know, it's not the same as in the first half when they were there delivering blows like we talked about. They're a little bit out of order right now.
Williamstown coming to the sideline as we have an injured player on the field. Can't see from our viewpoint.
16.
That is 16. Adam Heston. They're tending to him. While they do want to mention Atlantic Care Urgent Care Centers are located throughout South Jersey, staffed with board-certified providers, registered nurses, and x-ray technologists. They provide care for the non-life-threatening emergencies and illnesses 7 days a week, including holidays, with an appointment or with no appointment, I should say, or no long waits. X-rays and lab services are right on the site. If the unexpected happens, it's the urgent care you know you can trust. For a complete list of hours and locations, visit atlanticcare.org/urgent. Heston being helped off the field. 11:34 left in the ball game. 14-7. Williamstown continues to lead it and are moving the football here. Collins again. Collins off the right side, stutter stepping, but meet Mr. Bonchek.
Now he's consistent. He's going to make plays every game, every play. He's a good, tough player.
Headed for Princeton next year.
Good, tough, smart player.
About to say that myself. Third down and a couple.
St. Augustine's look like they're in the neutral zone. He needs to back up here.
To give off the right side for the first down. Easily picked up.
Tempers are flaring now.
By Eanes. Officials are looking to get things under control here.
Charles Chiango did a great job of pulling his teammate away from what could have been a necessary roughness or something like that. You know, again, small things aren't always X and O's. Small things are keeping your head in the game.
First down picked up by Eanes. That's right.
That's good.
At 39 of St. Augustine. Williamstown on top 14-7, but would like to get a little bit more comfortable in this game.
Looks like a quarterback draw formation. Remember that motion.
Looking to sweep the left side is Campbell, but he's grabbed and thrown down before he can make the turn. May have picked up a few. Logan Hone makes the stop.
Look at Logan Hone take off and make this play. It's like he was shot out of a cannon. He's in the backfield making the play. That's great read, great reaction.
And a penalty now called against Williamstown.
I didn't see the signal. That's a 10-yarder. He must be holding.
I think you're right. Ball moved back to the 48-yard line now of St. Augustine, but a huge penalty. And, of course, penalties really kind of ended their drive once they got that turnover on the opening kickoff, and Decotu coughed it up. Now forced back to the 48-yard line. They need the 29.
It's first down. They shouldn't panic. They should stay in their offense. And
1st and 20. The toss to the right side, cutting it upfield.
there you go.
Inside the 45 to the 47-yard line.
Just toss play with a little Fran motion, full back to the right. Hits it upfield. Nice cut. Good looking play.
Pickup of 7 brings up 2nd and 13 now for Williamstown.
You want to get, obviously you want to get the first down, but I mean, realistically, you want to get 7 to 8 yards on this next play, then you have a chance to realistically pick up the first.
2nd and 13 from the 43-yard line. Highsmith in motion to the left side. Here's Collins. Collins with a big hole. Collins continues driving. He's grabbed by Bonchik, but not before. He's to the 32-yard line.
Let me tell you, these Williamstown coaches are staying in their game plan, doing what they do best, and they're not giving it a window for St. Augustine to take advantage of something.
Frank Hocus Valley in the third quarter leading Shawnee 27-14 in Lenape. On top of Cherokee 25-7, and Cherokee suffering through their worst season ever. They've never had a record of what they've got in this season. Always a quality team. Here's Zinge to the 20-yard line, and he's either very close to the first down or he has the first down. Officials glancing over to the side, and they're going to bring in the sticks to measure this one. So with 8:19 left in this football game, Williamstown on top of St. Augustine 14-7. Over the years, Third Base Sports and Trophies has grown into one of the leading companies on the East Coast in providing all of your trophy and apparel needs. Located at 1960 Old Cuthbert Road in Cherry Hill, they provide one-stop shopping to their customers with outstanding quality, service, and affordability. Open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, Saturday, 9 till noon. Phone 856-665-0114. Remember to stop at third base on your way home. And it is short, about a 1.5 feet short of the first down. You see the measurement there.
At the end of that play, the quarterback did a great job of holding the tip of the ball and holding it up. And you'll see it right now. St. Augustine defender comes and tries for the strip. Look how he's carrying the ball. He has it tucked in tight. Small things. Nothing happened, but it could have been a fumble if he was carrying it loosely.
Yeah, protecting the ball. So important in football games. I mean, if you turn it over twice, I think your odds of winning are maybe 20%.
Yeah, it goes down the edge to 20%. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's 20%. I mean, man, unless the other team does it too, then you back up.
There you go. Under center, Collins going to take it himself, and he is belted right at the line of scrimmage. He may have surged forward just enough to get the first down, but Bonchak is saying, you didn't get it. We stood you up at the line of scrimmage, and
first down.
Sam, here you heard him say it's a first down.
Pre-call.
And they'll bring the sticks in one more time. But as soon as he took the snap, he was hit.
Yeah, you can see. I think the second effort is what got him the first down.
Oh, that was the play before. Here come the sticks. Everybody gathered round. And St. Augustine says they did not make it, and they did not make it. So St. Augustine with a big defensive stand, and they've had a couple of those in this second half, Sam. Of course, the first one aided by those penalties against Williamstown, but they really needed to stop them there on that opening kickoff that was coughed up. And right here, again, Williamstown with an opportunity to kind of put the game away, 21-7, but St. Augustine says not so fast.
Williamstown just messed up my average on making fourth down calls. I just want to I'm under 50% now, I think. Big time turnover.
Yeah, they stiffened right there in the middle of that line.
Yeah.
Now an opportunity to tie this football game up with 8:10 left.
Safeties are wide. Oh, they're going to tighten up now. Okay.
Quick throw to the right side. It was an errant throw. Intended for Shane Quast, the tight end. Second down now and 10.
There's enough time. They only need one score to tie it up. They don't have to, go outside their offense here. They can stay inside the tackles. They can do what they did to get down the field.
Zaya Rakes now comes in for St. Augustine. Second and 10 from just short of the 30-yard line, their own 30. Double slot formation.
All right, they're coming. Looks like man coverage over here.
Quick throw to the left side. Kotu makes the stop, but great defensive play there by Collins. Also help from Inge. Sure tackle there as he was looking to turn it upfield and get some of those yards after the catch, only in advance of 2. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8.
What did you say the average was? Williamstown's defense per game scoring?
4.6 per game.
So, St. Augustine's ahead above the average right now with 7 points, right?
That's it. So key play right here for St. Augustine if they want to keep this drive alive.
You would think they have to move the pocket, We'll see. I think they would sprint to the field, but we'll see.
Slot formation to the right side.
There you go. Yep.
Allen rolling right, fires on the run, and this one is caught by Dekotu, who plucks it out of the air amongst 2 or 3 defenders, makes the catch, and that's why he's their leading receiver. What a play there.
So they get away from the rush, they sprint out to the field, they throw it to the big-time playmakers. What they have to do to come back in this game. My guy can catch it over your defenders.
Outstanding. Not easy to throw it on the run and to put it right there on the hands of Dekotu and then make him come up with an outstanding reception, which he did. He was well covered. Here's Hill back in the football game, hit at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
So for a couple of years in Camden, I had Brad Hawkins and Sean Chandler. Sean's with the Giants right now, and Brad's playing for Michigan. Hey, Brad, just go out there and catch the ball for me. All right, Coach. Sometimes you just give it to the players and let them play.
Defense of Williamstown makes the play for no gain. Brandon Perkins on the stick. Ray split out to the left side, slot to the left. Allen being rushed, now a whistle and a flag. See what they call it.
Yeah.
Likelihood it's going to be either encroachment or legal procedure. And the call is false start against St. Augustine. So that makes it more difficult for the Hermits. The ball moved back just outside the 40 at the 42-yard line. They need the 44 of Williamstown to pick up this first down. Approaching 6 minutes left in the ball game. They trail at 14-7.
You would not go for a double move here or any kind of reverse. I mean, you would play it safe as a defense. You would hold your ground, let them bring the ball to you. Let's see what happens.
Allen.
There's a reverse, like I said.
Double reverse. Here's Hill.
You don't go for it.
Looking to throw it, but they don't take the bait, and they knock him down after a pickup of just a yard. Really couldn't find anybody downfield to throw it to.
You couldn't because, I mean, any coach that's worth his salt knows, all right, this is the time you're going to do this. You sit back and wait. You let them bring the ball to you. 3 people on the deep receiver right there. Good defense, which is why I guess it's 4.5 points a game.
Absolutely. Now it makes it really difficult because you as a coach know that there's not too many plays you have in the playbook for 3rd and 15.
No, this play is going to be, if it's a first down, it's going to be a great effort by an individual player, or it's going to be a punt. Next play.
At the 42-yard line, St. Augustine has got to have it. Slot formation to the left side.
They have the flat over here, but
back to passes Allen, sets. Now he's knocked down. Coming busting through there was Brandon Perkins again, and if you hear the celebration, the Williamstown coaches are to our left. Take a look at it.
Now you got to see the rush here. Yeah, he is sacked. It's not the worst pass protection in the world. It just, it's a 5-step drop with the pause. I mean, at some point you got to get rid of the ball, and that's just the disadvantage the offense has on 3rd and a mile. One penalty killed the entire drive.
Yeoman looks like he's going to be punting it here. High.
Get everybody away from it.
Not deep. Bounces down around the 42-yard line of Williamstown and then out of bounds. So Williamstown with excellent field position. 3:54 left. They have the football, and I have a feeling they're going to be running it.
Yeah, on that punt, the punt returner should have ran up screaming, waving his hands, telling everybody to get away from it, get away, get away. It's not a returnable punt. Just that one defender right there, he stepped out, but he could have been in the way. Get away, get away, get away.
Williamstown 3:54 away from their 9th straight win. And the championship of the American Division, the give to Ainge off the right side. He's being hemmed in and thrown for a loss. Just a loss of 1, maybe 2, but Bonchek was there.
They count him in bounds, Coach. So that, you don't get a lot of yards, but you actually do get yards because the clock's still running, so you get that time off the clock.
Yeah, you're not just playing against the offense, is the defense of St. Augustine. You're playing against the clock, and it continues to run, approaching 3 minutes left in the football game. Williamstown on top 14-7.
14-7 on the scoreboard, 28 or 21-7 on the play on the field.
Collins, the fake toss, keeps it himself, stutter stepping across the 45 to the 47, 48-yard line.
That young man has that little extra it that you need.
Logan Holland again makes the stop. That'll bring up 3rd and a long 2. Yeah, when you have a combination of Collins and Ainge in the backfield, big line up front. The give, straight up the middle, but nothing, and I mean nothing there at all for Ainge.
That's the way to stop it.
Kolonich makes the stop for St. Augustine. Loss maybe of a half a yard.
Push the offensive lineman in the backfield, hit the one back below his knees, not much you can do.
2:23 left. St. Augustine calls timeout, and a decision for Coach Frank Fusatola. Do you punt it or do you go for it? And if you don't make it, give St. Augustine excellent field positions with still plenty of time left in this game. Williamstown Huddle Club supports the Williamstown High School football team. At home games, the Huddle Club sells Williamstown gear and conducts a 50-50 raffle to raise funds for the team. Support the Williamstown Huddle Club throughout the season. The Huddle Club is proud to be part, that is, of tonight's live coverage. So big decision here for Coach Fusatola.
What do you do? What do you do? If you have that play in your playbook, you run it. If you don't,
I'm punting it.
You got to punt it. Yes, right.
I mean, they've got a defense that's given up 36 points on the year. They've played very well in this football game, and they're going to punt it.
Smart call.
Sean Mannion will be kicking it. Shorter back to receive it at his 28-yard line.
Of course, you can call that no play shutdown where they put their hands on the ground to draw the defense and get a penalty for a first down.
Absolutely.
No reason to save the timeout, just like that. They're just like that. That's what I would have called. There you go. You know, I like Williamstown's coaches. They agree with me. They do, they do the same thing.
Ray comes across and gives them the first down via the penalty route.
Great call. Great call. Like Lee Corso when he's picking the games. Whoever agrees with him, great call. Great call.
You know what they say? Watch the football.
Oh,
That's
man.
all you got to do. It's just watch the ball.
You had one job.
Huge play. Looking to slice off left tackle for no gain, a loss maybe of a yard or two. Was Collins.
We have 2 timeouts left.
Well, they say he got back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. But that play might have cost St. Augustine any hope of tying this ball game up, because they would have punted the football to St. Augustine. They had 2:23 left, which is plenty of time. But now the clock continues to run. 1:42 remaining in this football game. It's 2nd and 10, and they're taking all the time they want to. Collins giving it to Eames, looking to sweep the right side. Bonchik comes up and knocks him down.
Big man can deliver a blow, can't he? He's still playing. Still playing.
Bonchik, 6'1", 223 pounds, and a commit to Princeton University.
All right, so this is an example of the Pythagorean theorem. Princeton is is the hypotenuse. A squared plus B squared equals deliver a blow.
There you go. Some scores. St. Joseph Hamilton now on top of Holy Spirit, 28-14. Rhine-Cocos Valley leading Shawnee 27-14. Lenape 25, Cherokee 7. Camden 14, Willingboro 7. Northern Burlington 21, Eustis 7. Haddonfield on top of Deptford 23-7. Shalleck 37. Pennsville 35. Delsea blanked Bridgeton a final 48-0. And Del Rand did the same to Princeton 55-0. Thank Dean Mikowski for sending us those scores throughout the game. Part of our broadcast team here. 1:26 remaining, 14-7. The score continues. Now 3rd down and 9 for Williamstown. Ball at the 48-yard line of St. Augustine. Now Williamstown will call time. They lead it 14-7, and we'll be back right after this. Trimble and Armido is a general practice law firm offering a wide range of legal services to public and private clients. Trimble and Armido is comprised of knowledgeable and experienced professionals who work as a team to obtain the best possible outcomes for their clients. With over 50 years combined experience, they provide personalized attention and a dedicated staff and a commitment to pursue what you deserve. Whatever legal problems you have, bring them to Trimble and Armido, the Washington Professional Campus, Black Horse Pike in Turnersville. Phone Trimble and Armido, 856-232-9500. 3rd down for Williamstown. Just short of 10 yards for the first. At the 48-yard line of St. Augustine. Looking to sweep the left side is Inge, and he's caught in his backfield and thrown for 3-4 yard loss. Out. Quaus comes up to knock him down.
Well, it's not going to be in for an exciting finish. They got to give the ball back up.
St. Augustine calls timeout. 4th down.
Is that the last? Yep.
So with no timeouts, getting the football back going to be tough. They have the ability to do it, Sam. They have some big play receivers. We really haven't seen them go down the field in this game.
Yep. That one time. And, it doesn't even have to be a completion. It could be a pass interference. It could be defensive holding. It could, rough the passer. There's tons of things that can happen when you just throw it deep. So, by no means is this game over.
1:19 left, but that penalty was critical. They were going to punt the football, was Williamstown, and then offsides gives them 3 more downs.
Yeah.
Camden now up 27-7 on Willingboro. Washington Township, bit of a surprise, leads Hamilton 13-0 in the fourth quarter.
I didn't see that one coming, right?
Right, absolutely. So it'll be Williamstown punting the football. The kick nearly blocked. He might have got a piece there, Sam. Might have tipped it.
Signaling he's signaling
So the ball at the 40-yard line now for St. Augustine. It appeared that they got close to the punter, but the defender coming in held up a little bit because he didn't want to rough the kicker, but still might have gotten a piece.
But he tipped it, and the coaches are, I'll say, less than pleased at the Williamstown player grabbing the ball for 2 reasons. 1, it could have rolled further. 2, that's more time off the clock. So, but I'm glad to share some kinship with other people with special teams focus.
So here we go, 1:10 left. St. Augustine with a football, trailing at 14-7 with a double slot formation.
So double passes.
Allen, great protection, fires over the middle, and this one is
Look at that catch.
caught by Shorter. Didn't know if he had it or not, and then he was decked.
One-handed.
And of course, don't forget that every time they get a first down, the clock stops. That play took all of 9 seconds. Now it's put back in motion. Rakes is the only runner in the backfield, but he's mostly a blocker. Here's Allen throwing to the right sideline. This one is incomplete.
Oh, Shorter? Who was that?
Ray with the intended receiver on the right sideline, but that does stop the clock with 49 seconds and change remaining.
Yeah, it's a little behind him and a little high on that pass.
And you can understand them wanting to toss it to the sideline, Sam, because they want to get the completion, but they also want to get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Nothing wrong with that call. It's a good call, good play, good defense. That's what should happen.
Little confusion here lining up for St. Augustine.
Tight splits, out patterns. Tight splits.
Allen pointing out possibility of a blitz. The snap. He's being rushed, grabbed from behind, and thrown for a loss.
No timeouts. They have to get lined up real quick.
Left tackle Jake Ketchek.
3rd down.
Slow in getting up. 3rd down and 11. Allen rolls right. Allen plenty of time. Throws to the right side, and this one is intercepted. Yes, it is.
Great interception. It looks like a safety up top as we're watching right here when he runs.
Quinn Hart with a pick, and that should do it.
Nice break on the ball. Is that Chris Allen too? I couldn't tell which one.
I think it was Hart making the interception.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
So just 18.9 seconds left, and Williamstown can take a knee and stay undefeated at 9-0.
You hold the explosive offense of St. Augustine to 7 points, and your average points per game goes up. I mean, that just tells you how good you were the rest of the year. I mean, excellent defense. No, there's no need for that. There's no need for that.
Yeah, Rakes crashes in.
No.
And decks one of the offensive linemen, and
guys,
he knew that they were just going to take a knee.
Yeah. You young players out there, when colleges are looking at you, they not only look at your ability, they're looking at your attitude and your emotions. Can you hold it together? You know, they put doubt in a couple coaches' minds. You gotta be able to win gracefully and lose gracefully.
Tending to what might have been the recipient of that blow by Isaiah Rakes for Williamstown. Obviously not happy about that.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. Can we see that? Oh, this is even better. This is their interception, right? All right, breaks on the ball. It's better that we look at that. A good positive play. Okay.
Still some Williamstown players looking to get in the face of St. Augustine's players, and the officials have just got to get this thing under control. There's only 16.3 seconds left in the ball game.
Up until
and
this
the
point,
officials, I think, are going to end it right here.
Up until this point, I was going to say, it's one of the better games we've seen. You don't want to end ugly like that.
They just, you might have seen the official winding his finger in the air, which means let's wrap this thing up and let's not make it an ugly ending. And the officials did a good job there. And now you see the two teams are going to shake hands, as is customary after a game.
Keep your helmets on. That's the rule number one.
Final score, Sam, is 14-7. Williamstown stays undefeated, knocking off a very, very good St. Augustine team here at home. 14-7, and no one scored anything in the second half. It was 14-7 at halftime, and that's where we ended.
That's what turnovers and key penalties will do. I mean, those are drive stoppers. You know, two good defenses, you can't afford to make those mistakes offensively. So,
yeah, the defenses played well. I mean, it was highlighted by the fact that both teams recovered fumbles, neither of which were able to take those fumbles and get any points out of it, especially Williamstown. Of course, they shot themselves in the foot with the penalties, but they got the opening kickoff, the cough up by DeConto, and then they recovered it around the 20-yard line of St. Augustine. Couldn't do anything with it, and then same thing on the other end. St. Augustine gets the fumble, and they cannot turn that into points either. And again, that's the sign of two very, very good defenses going up against each other. And of course, that play right before the first half where Collins hooked up on that touchdown throw with DeMonte Campbell, who pulled the ball away from the defender. That was an outstanding play, and they really got themselves together. They struggled a little bit offensively, did Williamstown, at the beginning of the game, but then once they got it rolling, they played very well offensively. I think from that point on, they played better offensively than did St. Augustine.
I mean, you know, minus the silliness at the end of the game, these two teams represented themselves well.
Here's the first touchdown.
Hey, nice cut running. I mean, he's a heck of a player. We know you are, you know, and you keep showing it.
Second touchdown was 24-yard touchdown run by Wade Inge for Williamstown. At that point, it was 7-0 St. Augustine.
All right, so you see him here making a nice cut. Very similar, except the yardage as the touchdown that Reich scored for St. Augustine.
Now live, huddled around Frank Fucitola, their coach. And the third touchdown.
This was the pass, right?
Yep.
Oh, slow motion. Turns around, gets some depth, flips his hips around, shoulders downfield, gives it a nice height. Man, it was such a good play by the defender, but you know what? Whoever wants it more, and the receiver came down with it. That's the Campbell touchdown.
Great grab by Campbell. As you see, it almost appeared that they both had it, but Campbell comes away with it. Extra point was good, and that's all the scoring we had in this game. 14-7, all of it occurring in the first half of play. So now it's on to the playoffs for both of these teams. Williamstown, no doubt, is going to be the number 1 seed in Group 5, South Jersey, and have to see what happens with St. Augustine. Of course, St. Augustine always very tough as far as where they'll be seated. They're in non-public 4, but that's loaded with some of those teams from North Jersey.
Yeah.
So Williamstown in Group 5, South Jersey, they'll be the number 1 seed. And Rancocas Valley winning again this evening against Shawnee probably will be the number 2 seed in Group 5, and we'll be back with their first playoff game next week from Rancocas Valley, as they will have a home game.
Okay. The like I said, these teams represented themselves well. You know, they're as advertised. Team with great players, and then you have a great team. You know, it's 2 different formulas that get to the same end. Williamstown has that next man stand-up mentality. Let's do it as a group. St. Augustine said, hey, let's rally around our stars and push people around. 1 or 2 plays could have changed this game dramatically. You know, you have the long catch by Dekotu. You have the penalty that stopped the drive. You have, you know, one of those punts could have bounced on somebody. There's many things that could have happened. But like we said, the teams came to play. And today, the better team won.
Right now, they're having a little bit of fun with coaches, I think, as they're drenching them with water.
Oh.
So, not a real good night to have that happen to you.
No.
But I guess they'll take it, right? Because
Yeah.
the celebration, they can just head to the locker room and get themselves showered off and change clothes, whatever the case may be, and they'll be fine.
That's that bone-chilling cold right there.
Yeah. But Mother Nature was pretty good to us tonight because, it did have some rain, very light rain, but the wind and heavy rain stayed away and the temperature dropped, but that's football weather as we are almost in November. So want to thank everybody on our broadcast team. Of course, Prime Events, Dean McCaskey. Want to thank Gomez, who did all those great replays and showed us those plays over and over so we can enjoy them. Here's another one for you to take a look at. Just on and on. It was just a good game, and defenses really were playing very tough in the game, and they showed why. One team has given up a little over 6 points, I should say, a game in their last 5 wins, that being St. Augustine. And Williamstown, only 4.6 the entire season. So now with a 7, they've given up a total of 7 and 6 is 13? So that would make it 53 points. That would make it 43 points the entire season, which is truly amazing. And
Amazing.
Defenses win championships. Some other scores. Rancocas Valley with 1:24 to go leads at 27-21 over Shawnee. Just scored on a quarterback sneak, did Shawnee, so they're hanging on 27-21. Also want to thank Mike Champion, of course, and his entire crew for being outside in the less than receptive weather, but he's back inside and got some heat in the press box, so he's enjoying this.
Frozen solid.
Absolutely. So once again, the final score, Williamstown knocking off St. Augustine to stay unbeaten at 9-0. Final score is 14-7. St. Augustine now falls to 6-3. So the score, 14-7. Williamstown, the winner in a much anticipated tussle between these 2 powerhouses. Sam Jenkins, I want to thank you for the broadcast. Another great job.
Thank you, Tony.
All right.
Appreciate it.
And we'll be back with you again next week for Rancocas Valley and their first playoff game. For Sam, this is Tony. Enjoy the weekend. So long for now.